Revolutionary, front line standing, solitary. Mind state, kinda scary. Take a deep breath. Take a deep breath and put me on the front line. 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 Hold strong. I'm battle tested. Hold strong. I'm battle tested. Hold strong. I'm battle tested. I'm battle tested. I'm battle tested. Hold strong. I'm battle tested. Hold strong. I'm battle tested. Hold strong. I'm battle tested. I'm battle tested. I'm battle tested. Follow me until the end. Follow me if you can. Heart beating faster. Don't forget to breathe and put me on the front line. 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 Hold strong. I'm battle tested. Hold strong. I'm battle tested. Hold strong. I'm battle tested. I'm battle tested.
What is up, people? So, just so everyone knows, this is not going to be a extremely long stream. I got some things I got to do, but I did want to touch on this before everyone else did. But here's the thing. I've heard one side say, this is distracting from the truth. I've heard others say, this shows everything we need to know, blah, blah, blah. But I'm hearing a lot of questions to Bob from Globebusters. I'm hearing a lot of questions, towards other flat earthers and content creators. But there's one test that not one person, not one stream I've heard has touched on once. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, you may live under a rock. But that would be the documentary Beyond the Imaginary Curve, or whatever the fuck it's called. I saw this when it first came out. It boggles my mind that I'm still hearing flat earthers going, I just saw it. That documentary was probably 40% of why I said, F this. Flat Earth is not where we live. The people that are giving us the information are either word playing, they are either just in it for the money, or their concept of how to describe something to somebody is not, it's really not up to par to be teaching anybody anything. Because the way I see it is the majority of the information we're getting, it obviously comes from flat earthers that have been around much longer. But the way I see it is by this time, there's a couple problems going on. It's very clear to me, and it should be clear to everyone else, what is real information and what is bias information. I just got done listening to that Bob from Globebusters backpedal, and backpedal for an hour. I listened to IPS backpedal for another hour. I don't know much about this Bob guy. I never watched them when I was a flat earther, but I know IPS is probably one of the scammiest scammers on flat earth. I mean, how many videos does one person need to come out with saying fuck flat earthers? They're a joke. How many times does a person need to actually take, like, you guys flip out about taking some fucking money. That motherfucker took a lot of fucking money. And he can play around with it, and people say these different stories here and there, but that fucking penguin shit is the biggest foul of crap I've ever heard. I don't really understand what he's even done for flat earth. If you go listen to his streams, he's talking about everything but flat earthers. He wants to make it seem like flat earth like flat earthers are a fucking joke, and his idea is what's top of the model. But in reality, all he's really doing is promoting his crap, trying to make money, trying to make himself the one. But he's not putting out any quality content. He's not putting forth anything that would show any flat earthers the truth. And that's why I wanted to do this live stream. This live stream, I have a hangout, but I'm not sure if I'm going to put it up yet. We'll see how everything goes and who's here. But the main thing I wanted to do is I wanted to point out that no one has talked about the most crushing clip of that documentary. Yeah. So, what's up, Cynic? So yeah. That red pill philosophy guy is a fucking joke. I honestly don't know who follows that guy for him to have the 200,000 subs, but I've never heard anyone two-face a conversation, and he in his own conversation. I listened to that man talk about God. I listened to that man talk about beliefs. And then turn around and just nonstop talk shit about Globers and how the globe is a religion. Guys, make up your mind. First of all, the globe, where we live, is not a religion. Flat Earth is not a religion. Regardless of shape, religion does not determine the shape. It's what it is. Now, it's up to you guys now, because here's the biggest problem I'm having. I've had a lot of conversations with people about flat Earth and globe, especially since I left flat Earth, and there's one thing that came apparent to me. I didn't understand a lot, but I was willing to learn to figure these things out. I'm not listening to mainstream media, guys. I'm not listening to the top globe channels on YouTube. I hear a lot of that narrative, and it's ridiculous. I put this forth in conversations, and it gets bypassed every time. You can go outside right now knowing nothing of what you've heard here or on the internet or anywhere about the shape or where we live. Take a foot outside, and we can start doing steps by step to figure out where we live, not using the $1 billion technology, and figure out where we live. Now, here's the thing. I 100% get there are things we cannot show as evidence. But here's the thing. There's all we really need, and when I say we, I mean humans, period. All we really need is a few things to get us jump started to figure out where we live. If you go look at the sun, the sunrise, sunset, I'm sorry. There is no way. Let's pretend the size of the sun we couldn't figure out, right? Well, on a flat Earth, regardless of whether or not you guys have a system, again, you forget the model part. Let's start talking systems. That means steps to showing how flat Earth could work. The sunrise, sunset, again, I've said this so many times I'm blue in the face. If it was a flat Earth, you guys understand that when you're looking south, understand this, when you're looking south, the sun should rise over your left shoulder and set over your right shoulder. There is no way in hell that's what we see. Not even a little bit. There are other things. Now, I didn't see it when I was a flat earther, but I see it now, loud and clear. Flat earthers will go, hey, look up. Why you guys gotta look up? Why you always gotta take it to the sky? Because no matter where we live, no matter the shape, whether we look up or down, the truth is the truth. So, here's the way I see it. If I put up experiments right now, you're either going to realize it's real, decide it's fake, or decide I'm an agent and I'm bringing forth false evidence. Now here's the other part of it. Anybody can go do the things that I look into to figure out where we live. The things that convinced me that we live on a globe, but no, didn't convince me. The things that showed me I was wrong are easy. The rudimentary things that just happen. You can do this without a doubt. Now, here's the other problem with flat Earth. You add and you subtract so many little things that you completely destroy any conversation you could have. So, for instance, we have earthquakes, yet you're not willing to understand that there are plates. The way earthquakes are is well known. We know where they happen. We know where the epicenters of them are. We can measure the depth of an earthquake. Now, those things being possible, I still hear, and I'm pretty sure you guys know now, I'm going to start saying names. I don't care. Because some of these names I'm naming, I've listened to. Put information into my brain for what? Now, here we go. Vegan Warrior. He's online streaming, bitching about flat Earth, talking about something other than this undeniable proof of flat Earth. He's busy talking about the drama that's going on. So obviously, every other stream he'll switch it up. But I listened to that man talk today like earthquakes can't work on a globe. Earthquakes. He made it seem like earthquakes affect the world when one happens. Understand this. We know exactly where the epicenter of an earthquake is for a reason. He said, and I quote, "How can the earth spin with earthquakes? We have an earthquake. How does the earth spin?" And first of all, I got pissed because I actually listened to that guy at one time. I've been on panels and didn't realize that he is a bullshitter, just like bro fucking Sanchez. It's insane. It's insane to me that I'm in these chats and I'm seeing, I call them family. You guys are family. The Globers that they're here right now. This isn't so much for you, but no, it is because I've seen this too. Blatant bullshit be spouted, and no one in the chat say anything. No one in the chat say, whoa. That's not how it works. Hey, you're promoting that's how it works, but it's definitely not. See what I'm saying? When is that going to happen? If you guys, Flat Earth, is really out for truth, honestly for truth, at what point do you break down what these people are saying to figure out if it's reality or it's bullshit? Because to me, it's very clear. Now, when I say it's very clear, I don't mean, hey, do whatever you please and say whatever you please and I'll just run with it. Because that is the same shit Flat Earth claims the globe does. Oh, well, all they do is listen to mainstream. All they do is just listen to the religion and they just stick with it. They don't even know what they're talking about. They made up this science and you run with it. Okay, how about this? We may run with the science we're told, right? You ready? But we can go check a lot of the evidence for a globe that they present to us. A lot. It's coming down to the point now, guys, where you either need to have something or just realize you like to have a conversation about just random things. It's called a think tank. If you want to talk about things that don't exist, that's fine with me. I don't mind. That's fun. I enjoy doing that kind of stuff. But at the same time, don't come looking at people like they're fucking crazy when they're trying to show you something, trying to help you out to understand something. And again, it goes both ways. Goes both ways. How? Because there's dozens of Globers out there who just like to hear themselves talk. There's a bunch of Globers out there who want to feel special. So they promote their bullshit. They promote their bullshit dramas and views of how things work. And you know what? Most of them are wrong. Most of them sound so stupid when they talk. It's ridiculous. And I'm going to call some names on that too. Guys, and I've had this conversation with other people too. I've been here for 2 years. I have not been here the whole time. Now here's the thing. This new generation of Globers that, taking on Flat Earth, you guys are garbage. Red's Rhetoric already did the shit talking. What do you think you're doing talking shit? Flat Earth, you're doing it too. Both sides sound fucking dumb as shit, especially because neither side has a genius on there that knows everything. So until that happens, how are either side telling us that they're stupid? I got one side not willing to even listen or look at evidence or try evidence for the damn selves. Then you got Globers on the other side who don't care about explaining the globe model. They don't care about helping people understand what the fuck is going on. Their goal is now to be like Red's Rhetoric and talk as much fucking shit as they can and call every flat earther a dumbass. Well, I was a flat earther, and I may have been wrong, but I'll run fucking schools around any Glober that does that shit because they look stupid and sound stupid. To this day, I still get people coming up and go, "You were that guy that got eaten up by Red's Rhetoric." No, you dumb motherfuckers. My argument was that bridges were not built with curvature. Now, the narrative that Globe runs around with is, hey, guess what? No, they do not use the curvature to build bridges. Why? Because they're built in sections. Same with any other area. They do not grade for 100 miles. It doesn't work that way. But hey, they're saying it now. So those people that talk shit to me about that debate I had with them, you're making yourself look stupid. I've also told Reds I'd love to have another debate with him. It doesn't need to be about the shape of the earth. The point for me is Red Rhetoric, he needs a crew. He can't debate by himself. We all know that. And this new Globers, they're the same way. 3-on-1, 2-on-1s. I know, guys. Who cares? There's just flat. No. Because when I came around, I had got the respect to be able to speak my mind, and I gave the respect to listen. When I became a flat earther, and when I became a Glober, that whole fucking times, I was listening. I was trying to figure out what the fuck was going on. But hey, if you're a flat earther and you can't sit down, break down an experiment or something being explained to you and look objectively at it, are you really looking for truth? Same thing with Globers. We talk about different conspiracies and things going on, different agendas, and you guys act like everyone who says that shit is crazy. Why aren't you willing to look into shit? Doesn't make sense to me. It's pretty damn simple to figure this shit out. Not everything. Step 1. Observations. And I'm going to get into the check. I see you guys talking about it, especially Florence, about the tower and the span. Actually, that's not how it works. Because if it was that, the spans are that large and the braces are that large, do you really think an inch or two is for curvature of a structure that size? The reason those cables are designed the way they are, or not cables, the towers are designed the way they are, not completely straight up like that, is to handle those cables. But hey, I know how to use blueprints. That's funny, right? But apparently that it does a lot for me. Now, back to what I was saying. This documentary that came out. Flat Earth, stop pushing this shit like that documentary was a psyop to make Flat Earth look dumb. Because before that thing aired, every Flat Earther knew the director was a glober. And if you are just now realizing that Patricia Steele, Mark Sargent, and whoever else, Jeranism, aren't in it for money, you're a fucking fool. Again, I don't care if you want money. Motherfuckers, I got a PayPal chat in my description. Please, donate to me. I want more shit for my computer, and I want to do better research. But guess what? I'm not going to do fucking commercials. Matter of fact, go back in my live stream. How many times have you even heard me even talk about it? Every once in a while, every blue moon, because I'd like you guys to. But hey, guess what? It's not your responsibility for me to do what I'm doing right now. I turned my computer on. I got this set up. I got OBS. I got my YouTube channel going, and I started talking. That's my choice. Now you got motherfuckers for everything. Red Rhetoric doesn't do a fucking a shuttle trip now without telling everyone on his stream so they can pay for it. Motherfucker, you like doing that's your fucking hobby. Why are you using your fans to go do that? It's ridiculous. Sean, I like the information you put out there, but that whole you guys are fucking idiots, this and that, it's ridiculous, man. It's fucking Red Rhetoric coined asshole already. Anybody else doing it is ridiculous. You're not as bad as a lot of people, because you do, and Sean, you do put a lot of good information out there. I see where you're at. You're starting from zero, and you have a goal. You see where you want to be at. So I see you're trying to get to that spot right now. I get that. So good on you for where you want to get your channel to. But all that, you're a fucking idiot. You're a fucking this and that. You guys are dumb. That's all fucking ridiculous, man. It's ridiculous. Fucking fight the flat earth. Like that guy. I'm sorry. He thinks he's smarter than the whole world, and all he's doing is making himself look stupid. He looks like a lesbian as far as I'm concerned. Now, you want to go to the flat earth side? You guys are all fucking divided again. You guys aren't a unity. You're not one anymore. Picking sides again. Some of you guys pick Bro Sanchez's side. Some of you guys pick the potato side. Some of you pick Nathan. That shit is a joke to me. How do you not see Nathan's a fucking joke? How the fuck do you not see everything they're doing is a fucking bullshit money scheme and lie? How do you not see that shit? That's what doesn't make sense to me. In the past month, I'm sorry, Pete Shea makes all you motherfuckers look fucking just At least everyone knows he's crazy, and he even knows it, and he says it. These motherfuckers are walking around like they're God's gift to the fucking information world. Yet, hey, whatever's whatever, right? Hey, Sean, don't kick Lodi, because he's gonna make me. He'll just come in with the other 100 subs, and I'll have to undo them all until he stops crying. But like I said, this is what it's about. I want people to ask real fucking questions. So we want to talk about this documentary? Cool. Fuck Bob. Fuck Jeranism. Fuck whoever else was in that fucking video. Let's talk about the documentary. The experiments done on the documentary. Right? Ready? The gyro system. Okay? Of the 1,000 people talking about that gyro system, how many of you actually know how to use one? Because I don't. A few nights ago, I learned a little bit about it. And my favorite one, and this is exactly what I'm going to start doing from now on. I'm going to take the reality of what experiments are happening or observations, and I'm going to take the flat earth version of it, and I'm going to take what everyone else is saying, and I'm going to really break it out so you guys can see the bullshit. Many of you guys know Quantum Eraser. That guy's a fucking joke as well. I want to hear one credible flat earth content creator. Show me one credible one. Show me all these globe debunking videos that actually work with the way science works. And I know you don't like science, but guess what? You guys are still using science. So either don't trust it or trust it. But the reality of it is you can't decide you don't trust it based on something that makes flat earth not look good. The same way, I will tell you right now, there are many, many holes in the globe model. But guess what those are called? Those are called phenomenons. I said this before. What I'm seeing is a bunch of flat earthers not want to be wrong. You're fucking humans. Get over it. What I'm seeing is a bunch of flat earthers convinced there are shills and agents and fucking who cares. The ones bitching are these live streamers who aren't making as much as they are. If that's the issue, fuck you, go away. Who cares? Bro Sanchez is over here crying about this whole situation. He don't even talk reality. Numbers are numbers. They don't mean anything. If you see the number 11, that doesn't mean the government's trying to kill you and they're trying to take over all the Walmarts. He gives you half-assed information, just like most other people give half-assed information. So I don't know if you want to know where you live, or I don't know if you want it to be flat earth. But the reality of it is the truth is the fucking truth, regardless of what you want. Doesn't matter. Nothing anybody fucking says here matters, because it is what it is. Now, if you want me to doubt my science, where the fuck are you getting your information from to decide where you live? Understand that just cause, and I don't believe that, does not make it flat. The problem I have now isn't everyone. It's the content creators that sold me bullshit for 2 years. If you understand what you're talking about, then it's pretty simple to know where we live. Now, here's the other kicker to it. I don't know enough to say everything's right or wrong, but I know enough that I can call out the things I know and decide whether or not they know what the fuck they're talking about. For instance, I don't say it much. I've said it a few times now, but I've called Bro Sanchez out 3 fucking times now. Why? Because I don't like him pushing bullshit to people. Blah, 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 did this, blah, 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 did that. Hey, guys, check out my super chat. Hey, guys, check out my PayPal. Hey, guys, check out this. Support me, support me, support me, support me, support me, support me. I guarantee I can count 10 times every live stream that he mentions donate to him. Jealous? No, I'm not jealous. I don't have enough information to have that many subs. I don't have that information to expect people to want to fucking donate. Either does he. Either does he. How do I know? Because he's spouting bullshit. Like I said, I've been trying to debate him with this whole craters and quarries things. He believes that no, meteors never hit the earth. all those meteor or all those craters, those are all old fucking quarries, old mining places. Problem he has is I do that for a living. I know what I'm talking about. I'll not only prove to him and everybody else that he's wrong on that topic, but there's others. It's one thing for him to believe he knows what he's talking about, but then be ready to defend it. I've said this before. He talks a good game. But when it comes down to explaining that, seek and find, you want to know what happened? Because I've done this before. I was a flat earther, said, Bro Sanchez, you're wrong about that. Let me explain it. You want to know what he did? Took my wrench. Wouldn't let me on his panels. Why? See what I'm saying on that? There's others. I've called out a lot of people. You know what they do? They run. They hide. It doesn't matter if you're so fixed on your idea or belief being correct. Stand up for that shit. Speak on it. Who the fuck am I, Bro Sanchez? I got 800 something subs. You're in your thousands. Thousands. You should know what the fuck you're talking about by now. You have an obligation to only promote truth, not narrative. Fucking insane to me. Now, guys, I'm done with my rant. Last thing I'm going to say is again, reality, truth, BS. Can only be on one side. That's it. That's all you get to pick. All the other ones don't matter. All the other ones don't even fucking count. Your beliefs don't fucking matter. What you want don't fucking matter. What it is what it is. So, guys, I'm going to open the panel, show a couple clips, and get the fuck out of here. I'm going to go live again tonight for 100% sure, because I got a lot to say. But for right now, I want to talk about exactly what I wanted to talk about. The clip that had a very large part of me leaving Flat Earth. The Jeranism experiment. The only part of that documentary I give a fuck about, only part I remember to it, basically, it had everything. The beginning. Mark Sargent's a loser, and he's in love with Patricia Steer. Him and Matt Powerland are at odds. I made Flat Earth. No, you guys are fucking ridiculous. No one made Flat Earth. If it's real, if it is flat, let's start showing it then. Let's get these steps going. Enough is enough. There's no more, we only had this much time and blah, blah, blah. Again, forget the internet. Forget science. What you observe yourself, there's enough there to know where you live. You either want to know or you don't. It'd be much better if someone was like, hey, I'm a flat earther and I don't want it to be a ball. So I'm not willing to hear it because I don't want to be convinced different. That's fine with me. Respect to you for finally being honest. But the reality of it is how do you listen to someone who tells you bullshit and not say something? I really thought when I left Flat Earth, and I get how you talk, I get there needs to be a respectful conversation, and I'm going to continue that to the day I die. This is how I work. But I'm not going to keep quiet. I'm not going to act like this bullshit isn't happening. Got nothing but respect for all my fam that ride with me for 2 years and is still my friends now. But that's why I'm so pissed, because there's a lot of people that are still flat earthers that I know that don't deserve to be talked to like they're fucking idiots and don't deserve to be lied to. Because 90% of us don't know. We're learning. We're researching. We're trying to figure it out. but the other 10% is sitting on a pedestal acting like they know more than anybody else here, and they're trying to teach us bullshit. It's time to get to reality. Globers, fuck you and your disrespect to everyone. It's not funny. No one gives a shit. You look stupid, and Red's rhetoric already did it, so you just look like a fucking wannabe. Flat Earth. It's time to stop fantasizing. Period. It is very obvious, very clear how a lot of observations work that you're just not willing to admit to, because then it would not be flat. And I know, I'll hear a lot of this. Well, we don't know and we can't go up there. Then how do you know? If I can't go up there, you can't go up there, how the fuck do you know? How are you so sure? Because I have observations that help me be sure about it. Do you? That's it. I'm done. So, here's the link. Anybody's more welcome. Come on. Like I said, my rants are my rants, but reality is reality. I'm not an asshole. But I will no longer BS a conversation for the sake of a conversation. Seek and find. I'm going to let you know now. If you come in with water is flat, I really need you to have a way to prove it or show evidence of why things work the way they work for you. If you don't like hearing I look up, then don't come on. Anybody. I mean, this is to everybody. There's nothing, if you want truth, there's nothing you don't want to hear. If you want truth, you should be willing to listen and evaluate everything. Remember, one thing does not change anything. So, water is flat. Does not mean the earth is flat. Just understand that you are so tiny that you perceive it to be flat. But that line that crosses, we call it a horizon, is the top of the hill, people. The reason that line is there is because we go over a curve. Now, you can ask me to prove it. Just understand, be ready to prove your view. No more questions. I mean, you can ask questions, but if you go back in my last 3 streams, it was flat earthers, or actually it was a couple flat earthers, only a couple, asking over and over and over questions, over and over and over again. And then when it came down to answer some for themselves, they want to turn it on you. Guess what? Shape does not matter. Period. What's up, P-Mars? Do me a favor, mute your YouTube. Guys, I apologize for the rant that are on the panel. What's up, guys? Okay, so anyway, thank you for streaming someone else's stuff here. But what's up, Libra? How you doing, sir? Mute your YouTube page. Okay, well, anybody's ready, just let me know. But I did want to address the chat real quick. Alaska, in the chat, you're saying I'm making assertions of a ball, so prove it. No. I will give you my evidence, but I will give you one, you give me one, and prove it. That's the new rule. No more, I have to prove everything. I am one person, I'm dumb as bricks. How do you expect me to prove to you it's a globe? And vice versa. But there are evidences and there are observations that everyone makes on a daily basis. You should have some to back your claim. Let's go. Gentlemen, anytime you want to go ahead, you're more than welcome to. I'll address a couple people in the chat. Sasha, I do believe that you guys are, like I said before, the new generation of Glovers, where you guys are extremely smart, probably smarter than 90% of us that are here on a regular basis. Problem I see is that you guys you're not respectful either. It's like the whole respect window is gone. And Flat Earth has decided the same thing. So it's basically just drama filled back and forth between Flat Earth and Globe, getting nowhere. I don't remember the last time I watched a live stream where it was information and discussion and building. Bro Sanchez may try to do that shit, but he literally runs a yes man panel. If you don't believe me, listen to his live streams. Then look for the live stream I had calling out his panel and listen to that one. 4 people on his panel on a regular basis sounded completely different because they didn't have Bro Sanchez to just say yes to. That's ridiculous. What's up, sir? I'm talking about basically when I decided that I live on a globe and I listened to Bro Sanchez's. Obviously, he went and turned full coat asshole towards me, which I kind of expected. But his panel, they're not what I would call smart. Majority of, not everyone, majority of them. I'm talking, there's about 3 or 4 of them actually. And when you put them out of a situation where they're not just going, yeah, they look like deer in headlights. There were 4 guys that came on from his panel when I called them out, and halfway through the show, they stopped saying, I know it's flat. They stopped saying, we know this, we know that. Well, it changed big time. It went from that to, well, maybe if we live here, or, I believe this, but I don't know. It really changes the narrative when you're not expected to just go nod and say yes. Because I promise you, if anybody disagrees with Bro Sanchez, they're going to get kicked off his panel, they're going to get their wrench taken, and he's going to talk shit.
I don't know. I would disagree with that.
I literally. Oh no! Like, oh yeah, when he has like Globers on and stuff. But I can prove to you, 100% prove to you, how he's changed every time of the situation I was talking about. The first time he did it was when I was still Flat Earth, and I questioned him on that Quarry's crater thing. He literally took my wrench and talked shit. He wrote me an email telling me, basically acting like he was fucking God. Brought to the YouTube world. No, it's not. Here's the reason it's not between us. Because if it was a conversation me and him had, that'd be one thing. But he's promoting BS. I apologize. Don't worry, nobody. Nothing big was said, but they couldn't hear you for a second. Seek and Find was saying that he didn't agree with me on how I felt Bro Sanchez's panels went. I kind of cut him off, so he didn't get to finish. That's pretty much all he said. So don't take that as his side for what it is. But again, I have video, I have emails, I have everything that shows I've tried to have a conversation with him. And if you disagree with him, what he'll do. I get you don't know because maybe you haven't been put in that situation with him, but it's the reality of it. He was pushing that whole fucking I guess how etymology shit and how religions
that's his beliefs, though. I think we all, just like I just said in the chat, I think we all have beliefs. Everybody on this planet or plane has a belief.
Okay,
we all do.
If you saw a piece of evidence that turned you to thinking it was a globe, would you completely deny it, or would you have to work with it?
Well, I think my how should I put this? What I think might be evidence may be different from what you think evidence is. So I guess that's how we'll have to approach it. Because you can start with something simple like water. I mean, it's flat. 100 times out of 100 times, I could prove that to you with no problem. But can you prove to me that water?
Wait.
Would do something different than that.
Say that first part again.
You can't hear me?
No. I it broke up for me, so I heard like I didn't hear the first two little sentences you said at the beginning. So I can say it again.
All I'm saying is that the burden of proof I think is on people.
No. Okay, here's the thing: we're not in a court. This isn't a debate.
And I don't like debating.
Me either.
I could just tell you why I am a flat earther, and you can listen. You know what I'm saying?
No, you're right. You're right. But here's
specific reasons.
But at what?
And I don't think y'all addressed those very well.
Okay. So how about this? Is the Earth a shape that it is, regardless of this conversation?
That's a fact.
Okay.
That doesn't change. Yeah.
Okay. Perfect. Now, because of that, belief doesn't matter. Different ideas.
Do you acknowledge that you have a belief?
Oh, of course, I have beliefs. Absolutely. But there are things that aren't belief that are just reality, fact, observation.
Well, the globe is a belief.
No,
right?
No, it's not. Nope. Okay, how about this? If the globe is the belief,
why are we here then?
Yeah, that's how I feel. Because if the globe is a belief, okay, so
facts are beliefs too.
Okay, so facts is evidence that's put together to come to a conclusion of something, right?
I don't think that's no.
Okay, then explain
like
it.
Theory. That's like a scientific theory.
Well, scientific theory is pretty much the end result until then.
A fact is something that's generally considered to be true by most people, I guess.
Okay, then at what point would you?
Is water wet, P-Mars?
Yeah. So what point do you?
Hot?
What is water being H2O?
Okay, so
if I say water's H2O, it's a fact. It's what, right?
Okay, so like most people believe when you drop a pencil, it'll fall to the ground, right? So that would be a fact. So, but it's still a belief. It's still a belief.
No, it's not a belief. It's been done.
Yeah.
It's been tested. It's been repeated.
It's still a belief.
Okay, so do I believe that water is H2O?
That's what I'm talking about. 100 times out of 100, if you drop that pencil or pen, it's going to fall to the ground. You show me the time where it doesn't do that, and then we can talk.
Wait.
So,
it would actually be the other way around.
100 times out of 100 that it's going to be flat on the top. In an experiment, can you do anything to the contrary?
Yeah, I can drop a pencil over and over again and show you that it drops every single time.
I'm talking about water.
No. Well, see, that's the problem. See, okay, hang on. So, does just water prove it's flat Earth?
No, it's not just water, but you can start there, though.
No. You can. No, here's the best part. You can start anywhere. It does not matter where you start.
But see, most globe believers like to start with the sky. And why are you starting with the sky?
We'll start with anything. It doesn't matter. You should be able to look up, down, in, and out. It does not matter. Remember what we decided. Regardless of your belief, my belief, Earth is what it is. So it doesn't matter where we start. And that's even the better part. You should be able to start anywhere. It doesn't matter. You should be able to start at any aspect of it. Mountains, the water, the sky, the sediment layers, everything.
You don't live in the sky, you live on Earth. So let's start with the Earth.
Okay, so here's the thing. It all plays to our living. So the sky matters just as much as the ground.
According to you, I guess that's where we may disagree.
Where's your air? Where do you get your oxygen from?
Or are you talking about the celestial bodies that are moving in?
No. I'm just talking about in our atmosphere,
so-called space. Or
I'm talking about our
oxygen that I'm breathing. Matter of fact,
I'm talking everything. Everything. I don't see why the sky should be off limits. I don't see why the ocean should be off limits.
Could you go test the sky up there as far as like what we're seeing?
There's a lot.
You yourself can go.
No. Wait. Okay. So can you prove to me that all the oceans are flat, and that's what makes flat Earth?
Bro,
can you do?
All I'm saying is,
can you
water
prove
is
that?
something that both me and you can test.
Okay, can you
test? Wait.
How can you test? How can you test? Okay, if that's the case, then I can, because if what you're saying is you can test water, but you can't test all the oceans. You can't go to one part of the ocean and go 1,000 miles down and see if it's curved or flat. You can't do that, right? You can't.
What are you saying, though?
You don't. Okay.
I mean,
you do not have the means. Hang on, no. Stop. You do not have the means to prove to me that all oceans are flat, and that's what makes flat Earth, right? You can't.
Sure, I can.
Okay. How can you do that, and I can't test the atmosphere then? So, do you have a boat that can make you go? That you can go around the world and do all that?
Well, I guess it's just, you know what I'm saying? I will be able to micro that down. You saying the ocean, you're making it big.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
I can make it small. I can make the ocean small.
Like an Olympic pool, right? Like an Olympic pool or a glass of water, right?
Whatever.
Okay. Well, then I can get a bowl or a jar or my hand or whatever's in front of my face to be my atmospheric proof. Because remember, you said, can you go up there and do this and that and that? Okay, well, can you go out to the oceans and do all that research and studies to make sure, to prove to it's flat? No.
Yeah, but why would you assume it's doing anything other than
I'm not assuming. I am not assuming.
Why? Yeah, you are. You're assuming that it's clean
how about this?
The exterior of a shape.
Okay.
It's not doing that.
Are you assuming or not? Are you assuming or not?
I'm not assuming. I can
test it and
show it to you.
No, see,
and it'll be 100 times out of 100.
You're word playing right now. You're word playing, and it doesn't work. Okay, and I'll tell you exactly to a T how you're doing it. You're saying, can you go up into the atmosphere and test? That's how the atmosphere works.
I'm not even talking about atmosphere.
I am because I said atmosphere.
Yeah, I said there, but I'm talking about water.
No, we'll go back to the water. No, see, you're doing it right now. You're doing it right now, and because I'm going to clarify what's going on. I said atmosphere. You said, can you go up there and prove to me the atmosphere works like you think it does? And I said, no, I don't have the means. But at the same time, you then want to tell me, you don't need any proof. You don't need to be able to do it. But water's flat Earth.
Is water not flat?
Okay. Does that atmosphere not tell us we live on a globe? Does the atmosphere not tell us we don't have a dome? That's what you're doing right now. When you say, don't you see water's flat?
Did I ever say we have a dome?
Yeah, matter of fact, you have with your whole helium talk.
I believe that there needs to be something separating us, yes.
Well, it's atmosphere and it drops to zero or almost to zero. That's the difference. Now, why do you believe...
How can you prove that?
How? Because science has done it for me. Okay, how could you believe it's flat Earth if you don't have if you don't have enough to build on what you've done yourself? What have you done?
With practicality, it's
okay. So you want to use logic. You want to use practicality.
I can show you, Sean. I can practically show you the water.
How? Okay, explain how.
Behaving the way I'm saying it is, which is flat.
Please explain how.
Practically show
I can not only show you how something reacts, but I can break it down. I can break it down and explain it as well. That's the difference. You're saying water's flat. That's not a proof. That's not evidence. That's barely a belief.
You guys have high school diplomas?
Hey, P-Mars, if you're going to just try to derail this whole time and not just talk, you can go.
Your conversation is really hard to follow.
Then don't follow it.
If you having a hard time following it, man, then get out.
It's pretty damn simple.
It's retarded.
Then leave.
Okay.
I'm not in the mood to deal with you, P-Mars. You do this every fucking time. You're nobody. Whether you're here or not, this conversation will continue.
In a nutshell, all I'm saying is if your argument is going to be that there's a force acting on that water, then prove to me that force is making it curve. Because what I observe is if there's a force on the water, it's making it flat, man. And I can prove that 100 times out of 100.
Okay, again, you're doing it again. You can't do this. You cannot tell me if I can't prove it, it's not real, but then say you can and not prove it. You have not shown any proof that all this ocean is flat.
So you disagree with that? You disagree with?
Yes, it is. We don't live on a flat Earth.
Okay, so we don't use water as a leveling tool. That's not something.
No, actually, no. We actually don't. We actually use the air bubble in that liquid.
Can I jump in
so
here?
The water that's around that bubble, is it level?
It has nothing to do with being flat Earth. No, you're not, sir. I'm sorry.
Am I muted?
No, you're good to go. You're good to go. Go ahead. Go ahead, Terry.
Okay, thank you.
You can use water to.
Okay,
you can use water to
Go
check
ahead,
for level in a clear pipes.
I mean, if water's not level, just let me know, because I'm wrong.
Okay. You are literally saying because it finds its level, the oceans are flat. You're not breaking it down. You're not explaining it. You're not showing your proof.
Can I break it down, please? Can you please let me break it down?
Hang on, guys. Everyone, hang on. Stop, everybody. Terry was trying to get something out, and he was very patient, so I kind of want to let him go. Go ahead, Terry.
When you get a clear plastic tube and you put it, say, about 3 or 4 meters away from a certain point and raise it up, you can check for level that way. That's the only way you can check for level with water, because gravity balances out the water in the pipe.
Okay, you guys are now. Can I have the floor for a second and explain this water thing?
Absolutely, please.
Okay, your globe model tells us that it's 24,000, and you just tell me if I'm wrong about anything I say, and then we can have a discussion. But your globe model says that the Earth is 24,900 miles around. Yes.
Approximately, yes.
And I don't know. I've tried to get people that believe in the globe to tell me what the formula is for curvature. Now you can look it up, and I've looked it up.
Okay.
And when you take it and you use it to put it to practical use, you go out there on a beach and you stand X number of miles away from another anything, and you can observe it from the bottom up. Then it obviously isn't. The water's not bending; it's flat.
Okay. Can I respond? Because here's the problem with that. Okay. So here's the thing. You made some references to measuring and the circumference. Now, the circumference, the distance of different areas, none of that stuff, survey-wise, is done with the naked eye. You need instruments to do these things. So so for you to say I observe and it's demonstratively long, because there are 1,000 situations where mirages, heat waves, just 1,000 things that can affect that observation. That's why we use instruments and gray checking and surveying. Now, the reason it doesn't work is mainly because, first of all, if you go to the beach, you're only going to be able to see so far. Now, if it was flat, you'd be able to see much further than 3-4 miles. I know that
how much curvature or obstruction should there be in a 10-mile?
It's actually, here's the problem.
I'm just asking you, how far in a 10-mile span, how much obstruction should I have?
Okay, here's the problem with that question. We don't live on a ball. We don't live on a basketball. It's not. It's not one. It is not. Hang on. I'm answering the question. Okay. So therefore, it is not even all the way around. And for that reason, 8 inches per square mile is a.
Hold on.
It's a. Hang on. Let me. I am trying to explain this to you guys, so you understand that 8 inches per square mile is okay. You can disagree all you want, but unless you have ever surveyed or read the USGA handbook, or know that this is a fact, then I don't see how. Okay, here's the thing. 8 inches squared per mile is the second grade way of is the way to explain it to a second grader, because there are 100,000 offsets you would need to survey that way.
Okay, but when you're looking across water and you're on one island and you can see another island that's 30 miles away. Sorry, no. And you can see it, and you should not be. How much curvature should there be at 30, 40 miles? You should not be able to see.
How much curvature okay, can you show me an image or a video of a 6-foot observer looking at looking at an island that's no taller than 6 feet at 30 miles?
Okay, what about it?
You'll show me one picture or video of that. That would be.
I'm sure. I'll tell you what. While I can pause and I'll mute my mic and I'll go looking for it and I'll find something that I think.
Okay. Because I'm going to tell you exactly what you're going to find, and this is how I know. And I guarantee this is what you'll come back with, or you won't be able to find anything else. You're going to find an island that's off in the distance that has a mountain on it, or the observer will be tall.
60 miles away.
Okay,
what about Chicago 60 miles away?
There's still stuff broken off from the bottom.
It's flat water. You know what happens if water goes downhill?
Okay.
You know what water does when
if it's flat, then why is there obstruction? Why are we missing parts of the bottom of the building?
Perspective.
Compression.
Okay.
Compression,
Perfect.
Atmospheric compression.
Okay. See, here's the problem with that.
So we don't have to go down that road.
Wait, no. See, again, we have to go down every road because simple. Every road will lead to the truth.
Listen, I've got a picture. I will screen share with you, but it is a hotel that they're looking at across the ocean, and the floors at the top. Okay, it's like 12 stories or 14 stories. You can see the spaces between the balconies, but as it gets lower towards the ocean, they just squish right up.
Okay.
And it's compression, and it looks like it's going behind the curve, but there is no curve.
Okay. And with that, let me ask you something about your images. Your images. Hang on, Gary. Yeah, I can hear you. Hang on. So in your images that are quote unquote compressed, is it missing anything from the picture that isn't compressed? And I can show examples of what I'm talking about, because here's the problem. There are missing levels of these buildings, the bottom, but if you're calling it compressed, it wouldn't be missing anything. It would have everything the original picture did, just compressed. Then there's the other aspect of it where I guess it stretches. But these things, you can look at a image, determine what the atmosphere is like during that situation, and determine what that is. But
perspective is not that hard to understand. I don't see why
it's not.
It's not that hard.
Before you go too far, I was going to tell you that 8 inches per mile squared is only good for 100 miles. That's
if you're talking 100 miles,
and then you need.
Let's talk about the water doing. Let's talk about the water curving at 8 inches per mile.
Okay. Hang on. Stop. First of all, 8 inches per mile. Stop that. It's not a real measurement. It literally is a second grade way to explain the amount of curvature. It literally is.
Can't show it
comes from civil. Yeah, it comes from civil engineering. I can actually show you the chart, and I can show you the plus minus.
And what they will tell you is at 100 miles, there is then 1.27 feet of offset needing to be done, and you have to do that over and over and over again. That's why 8 inches per square mile is the layman's term to explain curvature. Now, you keep saying water. Okay, where's your proof of this flat ocean everywhere, no curve? Because remember, you keep telling me I have to have proof for everything.
Did he say the oceans were flat, or did he say the oceans
He said they were level. He said they were level, but he also doesn't believe we live on a globe.
It's in water.
Okay, again.
And be flat on the top. You show me otherwise.
I can.
Wait a minute.
Otherwise,
You keep switching between flat and level. You say it's level, then you say it's flat. Which one is it?
It means the same thing.
No, it does. No, it does absolutely not. And that is an issue. It is not even close. I can show you.
If you show me a damn crooked something crooked, but it's still going to be flat. If you're talking about it being level, it's still flat.
Flat and level. What are the difference between flat and level?
I mean,
if I run across a sphere,
it's going
to tilt on that sphere, no matter how big it is.
No.
Level and flat are synonymous.
Okay. Let me ask you something. Do you have a novice, a beginner, a decent, or are you an expert? Hang on. Are you an expert on how angles and measurements work? What do you?
Okay, man. The difference between flat and level is real simple. Okay, you can take a table, and it's flat. It's just funny. Parallel is level. Okay, it's just running flat across the frame. That's level. Okay, flat. You can take the same table now and pick it up 3 feet on one end. It's still flat, but it's not level. Do you understand the difference between flat and level?
Right.
There you go.
I agree with that. But it's
And the ocean is flat. The ocean is level. The ocean is level. The ocean is flat, level.
The table, I agree with you, but I'm just saying the table that you're tilting, it's not level, but it's flat still.
Yeah, it's still flat. But see,
okay, so what are we saying? What are you
wait, hold on. Y'all do understand that a rim on a tire, a car tire is level, right? It's level all the way around. You do understand that?
Well, what people want to believe on a globe is that the gravity
holds
the water level to its surface, flat, level all the way around, and that's not how it works.
See, hang on. Stop.
The globe, that means 90 degrees of gravity.
Well, hang on. This is where it needs to be, right here. Seek and find. Are those, what are the lines I have right there? Or you're not looking at the watch, but I'll share it right here. Click. These lines that I drew on this right here, you tell me which ones are level and which ones are flat. Go.
They're all flat. The one that's running horizontally is level.
Okay. So you understand what level and flat is, and you understand that you can.
You're not listening.
No, you said they were the same.
No, I didn't. I mean, yeah, you're right. I might have misspoke by saying,
okay, well,
but I'm just saying that all of those things are flat. You show me water doing something different than that. You can't do it.
Okay, I'll do it right now. Watch, you ready?
I'm going to screen share so you can see my cursor, and you can ask me the same question.
There you go, right there.
It's the same answer.
That is, there you go. The water is not flat. It's not flat, and it ain't even level.
Not yet, because it's
body of water at rest. Okay, I think you would know.
Oh, wait. Now you want to do at rest? Do you understand? Define at rest to me.
You know the argument. Don't play, man.
I'm not playing. Again, here's the problem. You want me to prove my side. You feel the need not to have to prove yours.
Hey, man, our side is easy to prove. That's a waterfall, okay? They call it a waterfall for a reason. The water is falling.
Why does it fall?
And it's around. And if the earth was a ball, that shit would just keep right on going right down to the bottom of it.
Well, it falls for a reason.
Yeah, because it's lowest level.
Falling to the bottom, too. It's doing that, too. It's stopping it from flinging off the motherfucker.
It's
stopping it falling to the bottom, which it would naturally want to, do as we observe.
Eventually, that water is going to be down in the ocean, and it's going to be
a special selective motherfucker, man.
No, gravity isn't. It's very consistent. It does not change. Well, it does not change for whatever object it's on there. You're trying to tell me that all water is level. You're trying to tell me that you don't have to answer why it falls.
Yes, I'm telling you, all water is level after at rest. At rest.
Okay, define at rest.
That's like trying to use a raindrop or a teardrop and say
you have to define. Then define water at rest.
Okay, contain water at rest.
Define it then. What's water at rest?
Water at rest is not like the ocean.
Sometimes I see it at rest.
Come on, it's not a waterfall.
It looks like a sheet of glass. Okay,
it ain't a river.
Hold on, in nature, I observe it looking like a sheet of glass, reflecting shit. So can you show it to me doing something other than that?
Well, here's the problem with what you guys are saying.
May I say
and I'm going to show you. Hang on, because I'm going to get this last point out, and then you guys can all go, or you guys can start talking, because this is the problem. You're not even understanding the simple definitions of things. You're saying it is level. It's always level when water is at rest. Can you define water at rest? Because I'm going to show you something right now, and I want to ask you: is this water at rest?
Why is it all blurry and shit? Like, why does it look like that?
I don't know. Maybe because it's from Flint,
Michigan. Pull up a lake, man.
No, hang on. You said yourself. No. Is that water at rest? A lake? No, nothing matters except for, is that water at rest?
Yeah. It's
okay. Now define at rest.
Define at rest. I need to define something like at rest.
Yes.
How about you just pull it up, man? Just pull it up. Google it real quick.
Okay.
It's not
He
marked.
wants you to define your terms because he thinks you're talking past each other. If you define your terms, then because you're using the word, but you're using it in a different way every single time. That's why he's asking you to define your terms. Hello?
Yeah, you're here. Liquid at rest. Fluids at rest from, we'll see, the hydraulic static is the science of fluids with no motion. A fluid is defined as a substance that continuously flows under an application.
Water in the jar. Yes, that water was at rest, and I guarantee if you put a level up to that water's level.
But you do understand that water right there, that water in that glass, not doing anything.
8 miles or 10 miles is going to be just like that.
Do you understand that it is exerting against that jar right there? There's a pressure going against that jar. It is trying to get it out of that jar. You understand that, right?
Yeah, it looks like it's just crawling right up the sides. You're right.
So, I didn't say crawling up the side,
level,
but
bro.
there's still
There's
still. Well, first of all, that's not level because I can see that there's a crown, but that's semantics right there. Even I'll admit that.
You're talking about a little bit of tension on the edges.
Talking about the water right there.
A little bit of tension on the edges. You know, there's tension along that whole damn thing. You know, there's water pushing against that glass. You know, there's atmosphere pushing in on that glass, right?
Well, if you heat it up, I'm sure you get a lot of pressure in there.
Okay. Well, here's the other problem with that.
It ain't gonna make that water any less level.
Zeke, remember when
you
I said,
well, look, it's not level, it's boiling.
Remember when I said, Zeke, everything has to work together. So that water is pushing out of that on that glass. The atmosphere is pushing in on that glass. You ready? Ready? If it was a closed system, and this is just in general closed system, there would be no difference in atmospheric pressures, whether
that
it be...
That is a closed system. You got a lid on that jar, right? That's a closed system right there in that water.
That's not a closed system. That's not even a closed system. If you put a jar on that cup, that will still be it'll be an open system still. The outside air
on there, right? Is that a lid on that?
Okay, so
it's a lid on that jar.
Okay, so what you're telling me... So what you're...
light can pass through the glass, so it's not a closed system, so...
Yeah, if you don't know what a closed system is, then it doesn't make sense to me how...
So if we're talking about that water right there...
I never said none of what you're saying right now.
Okay, so here's the thing.
Bro started talking, but he was asking me. I never said nothing about what you're saying right now, but go ahead.
I'm going to tell you right now. That is not a closed system.
Because I don't argue a closed system. I argue about,
Okay, that's fine. But everything matters. It's not just one thing. You said the ocean, it's flat, it's level. But here's the thing. Everything should work with that. Everything should work with everything. It's not just one thing. That was the problem I had. I was able to pick apart globers on a regular basis using one thing at a time. But
water
it's not how it works.
Because water is level, they use it as a leveling tool. Because they use it as a leveling tool.
No, they don't. You're wrong again. You're doing it wrong again. You're you guys are literally using definitions of things or how things work wrong.
What are you proving with that water in that jar other than it's level? What are you trying to prove?
Gary, I'm going to unmute yourself when you're done eating. The reason I showed that is, for one, you guys were talking about water at rest, and you were also talking about how water always finds its level.
It does. Okay. So now, what was
you're arguing against that?
No. I'm arguing against the fact that, one, you said, well, we need this, we need that. It doesn't matter. You said yourself, you can't measure the whole ocean, but you can downscale it, right? So we downscaled it, and that jar that we were looking at is not at rest. There's forces exerting on both sides of that jar. Two, it's definitely, regardless of a lid or not, that's not a closed system. Now, if that is all the case, right? That's how it all works and all that. Okay, so how can you...
If you got a swimming pool, man, and you fill it up, guess what? It's going to be fucking level. If your swimming pool's out of whack and it's like, you got 16 inches on one side, you got a foot on the other, like, oh, man, that water's going to show it, man. It's going to be level. Just because it's got a little meniscus there that lips up on the damn side of the pool.
Like those lines tilting up there. If you put some water on those lines that were tilting, what's the water going to do, Sean? It's going to flow, right? So you're telling me all this tilt is going on, all this curvature is going on. What would the water naturally want to do? Flow.
It's going to run downhill, brother.
Okay, then explain currents to me, because
Like your waterfall.
because remember that ocean that you guys are so convinced proves flat Earth, it's always moving.
Well, no shit, man. They're called waves. Guess what? Guess what makes the waves? The moon pulls on those oceans and creates waves. The gravity of the moon. Did you know that?
Yeah, actually.
But the goddamn clouds don't just get sucked out to the moon.
The clouds don't have aren't. You're completely taking how things look without breaking it down.
That gravity is a rough one, man. To
okay,
defend.
so then why does it rain?
Because I guess water collects up there and it goddamn rains. For all I know,
why does it rain?
it turns into water condensates and gathers up in clouds,
the water cycle.
clouds,
That's why it rains.
and then
the water
rains.
cycle.
You know.
And
Jesus
how does it?
Christ.
So wait. So you think that water evaporates up and gets heavy in the cloud and drops, and for no reason?
Rises. Yeah, I believe.
Of course, it goes up.
Radiates the water and it starts boiling and it turns.
Whoa! Did you just tell me?
Not boils. I'm sorry. Yeah, I misspoke.
Okay. I was like, whoa! What ocean are you going into? No. See, here's the problem. I'm trying to explain to you where you're wrong in your explanation for things, and you're saying
where rain came from.
Because someone brought up the water cycle, it evaporates.
I mean, you asked.
And then the reason it rains is because those water molecules accumulate, and it gets so heavy, gravity pulls it down. It's how it works.
It's just too heavy to.
What pulls it down?
Each other and it forms big droplets and shit.
Okay.
And then the air can't support it anymore and it rains.
Okay. What's your proof that gravity doesn't have a part?
So
I can just take a bucket of water and throw it in the air, and guess what? I can just spray it out in the air. And even like they do them things, they go out there with the boiling water and they throw it up in the air and it comes down. Guess what? It comes down as big snowflakes, but it comes down.
So we finished with level one.
Steam. Okay, steam. If you're boiling water on a stove, you got steam coming up. You see the steam just rising up.
Why?
And it just dissipates in the air.
But do you understand why?
That in the air, and you're gonna get water droplets.
Do you understand? But do you understand why?
So we finished with the water level.
Did you go ahead? Or
what do you want to say?
Yeah, it's at rest. It's level, bro. Flat, level, one into the other. There's no curvature.
I can prove it different. I can prove it different right now. Matter of fact, I didn't even think about it. You guys showed me this picture.
If it's in other words, if it's curving, we're on a ball. It has to curve at a certain clip. Forget 8 inches per mile squared. It can be whatever you want it to be, Sean. Okay. It curves at a certain. Hold on. It curves at a certain clip. You're telling me
absolutely.
Get those numbers, micro it down, and you show it to me. You're telling me that's impossible.
Show me. Explain to me what you're saying, because what you're saying doesn't make sense.
Doing something different than that.
Oh, but you're not explaining. Explain it. Show me. Explain it. Explain how you came to that conclusion, because I don't get it.
Are you denying that water seeks and finds its own level? Are you denying that fact?
Are you denying that a boat? Are you denying that a boat goes over a curve?
Say a force is on.
Yes, I'm denying boats. I'm denying boats.
Wait a minute. The fact is that water conforms. I wouldn't say it seeks and finds its own level. It conforms.
Okay, so it conforms.
There you go. It's going to seek its lowest level.
The cup of water that's on my desk right here conforms to the shape of the cup, but then the top of it. Okay, what does the top of it do, Gary?
Well, no, it's not the top of it. Just the
what does
water.
The surface of the water do? When at rest, what does it do?
The water conforms. Now, if gravity works as
to the shape of the container, yes,
then water would conform to gravitational force.
Forces are acting on this
gravity
cup right
if we
here,
live on a ball.
right? Forces are acting on this cup right here, the water that I have on my desk, right?
Yeah, gravity.
It's making it flat on the top, right?
You're within a gravitational field, so it's causing the water to.
But it's making it flat, right? It's not making it curve.
From your perspective, it seems flat.
Wait. And we're gonna stay on this. We're gonna stay on this topic. But explain to me what part of how gravity is explained would curve anything.
That's what gravity does. That's why
No,
you see
nope.
quote-unquote
Dude,
spirits
hang
inside.
on, time out, because this is the problem.
Come on, man.
If
That's
you
what
don't,
gravity does.
if you
It's
don't
pulling
know what
everything to
gravity
the center,
does,
making it
if
a
you
ball.
don't know how gravity works, how do you disprove that?
Okay, stop me when I'm wrong. Gravity doesn't pull things to the center of.
Yes.
Okay, that doesn't make it a sphere.
No.
By pulling to. Okay.
Well, if NASA shows me pictures of a sphere, man, I get a ball out there every time they release a picture.
Because you're not seeing the Earth, you're seeing the atmosphere. The atmosphere.
So
is,
like when they take pictures, from the moon or wherever they take their pictures from, you're trying to tell me that it's the atmosphere and it just makes it look like it's round.
Yeah, it's
with no flex.
Basically, yeah.
Well, actually, I don't know if pictures would actually pick up the differences in the curvature where you would be able to see.
Yeah, the topography, man, I don't think it's going to be that noticeable. I mean,
yeah, it's because it's that big, but so I mean, you're not going to see it looking like that. But at the same time, the way gravity is explained to work has nothing to do with anything curving. The fact that we live on a sphere is how we know it's able to be held there. And everything works on a 90-degree angle when it comes to gravity.
That's if you
Straight
believe
down.
it's round.
It's how everything works. Like I said, you get a pen, it always drops to the ground.
Well,
Show me a
there.
pen that goes up or to the side, because gravity is what makes it go down.
You can't prove that that's the center of
You cannot prove to me it's not gravity.
Okay, well I'll tell you what that does prove, because everything goes straight up and straight down. It proves to me that the Earth ain't moving.
Wait, why?
If you shoot a cannonball straight up in the air, it's coming straight down.
If you get in your car and if you get in your car, if you get in your car and you roll your windows up and you throw a lighter up in the air, guess where it's going to land? Straight back down in your hand.
Well, that's because it's already traveling the velocity of.
Thank you. You have just proven why we don't feel spin. Thank you. The show's over. Flat Earth is gone.
Okay. So now you got to hear me on that.
And y'all like going to the car and stuff, but it's a concept that you can't prove.
Again, now Seek and Find. Hang on, Seek and Find did it again, where you tell me you can downscale yours, but I can't downscale my experiments.
Sean,
you can't. Sean.
Wait a minute.
Sean,
no, stop. Everyone, stop. Because stop. Hang on. I'm not going to stop. Hang on. Seek and Find. Are you telling me you did not tell me you can downscale your experiments and tell me I can't?
Right. What's the problem?
You can wait. So you
let me get this
straight.
Driving in the car, that is a good analogy with windows right in front of your face. You think that's a good analogy to the Earth spinning?
You got no, seriously. Now I don't know. I literally don't know if you're purposely doing this or you just don't know.
It's a bad analogy.
It's not. It's not at all. It's not at all. You guys keep moving the goalposts for whatever reason.
I got a video that I made proving the fucking Earth don't move, okay? You can go to my channel and look at it if you want.
Yes, sir. I absolutely will.
Let me explain it to you, Sean. Let me explain it to you. You're trying to say that when you're walking, okay, with the Earth, you don't feel it, okay? Well, if the Earth is moving beneath you, you're trying to say about the car thing. You're in a car, car's moving 55. Why is it when you throw the lighter up, and the lighter comes back down in your hand? Because the lighter is doing 55 also inside the car with no wind resistance, okay?
Congratulations. You just explained the Earth. Thank you.
Let me finish.
Go ahead.
Yeah, let him finish.
Okay, now, go take your ass to an airport, any airport, with the people sidewalk, okay? Now, if you stand on that people sidewalk and just let it move you along, okay? Mm-hmm. That would be akin to standing on the Earth.
How do you know you're moving on that?
Standing there and the Earth is moving. You follow me? Just say yes.
I follow what you're saying, but it's not the same.
Now, if you start walking with that sidewalk, okay, you're going to get there a whole lot faster. Mm-hmm. When you turn around and come back the other direction, you're going to be about 30 steps more because you're going to be moving at the opposite movement of the rotation of the Earth.
Wait.
No, not if you're on.
You realize that if you walk on that walkway both directions, if they're going in different directions, it works both ways.
No, you go in one. No, you take the walkway one direction. You turn around and you walk the same walkway, right?
No, not the same walkway.
It's a 1-to-1 ratio. You're on the ground. What are you talking about?
And you do realize that the reason you know you're moving, the reason you know you're going 55 in a car, the reason you know you're going 500 in a plane is because you have you have an observation of something moving near you. Just the same way, if you go outside and you look at an airplane that's 30,000 feet far away. Hang on. Right in the middle of them talking. If you look at an airplane 30,000 feet and you're on the ground, are you telling me you can see that plane moving 500 miles an hour, or does it look like it's moving a lot slower?
Hey man, why when you fly from LA to
you're not answering.
It's the same amount of time. Besides,
it's not
jet stream or something
it's
like that.
It's not.
It's not.
It's not.
No,
it's not.
It's not. It's longer when you go from LA to New York.
I think y'all lack the. I mean, I think we perceive motion very well. Like I drive for mainly a living, and I'm on the highways and the freeways all the time. And just a thought experiment. If somebody's driving like say 70 or 75 down the highway and they hit their brakes and I'm riding their ass and they hit their brakes, I can perceive that they're not slamming on their brakes. I might tap my brakes. That doesn't make any sense. As a precaution, but I'm not slamming on my brakes because I see that red light.
I have no idea what that means.
I can perceive that they're not slamming on their brakes. They're just tapping it because I perceive motion very well. Now you're telling me all this motion.
You perceive the change in motion.
Hey, hold on. You're telling me all this motion is going on, man. You got to admit that there's a lot of motion. We're spinning, we're rotating around.
Here's the problem I'm having because I constantly keep bringing this up and how to. No, because you're not answering it. There's a perspective, period, right? The reason you know you're driving fast on a freeway with a wall next to you and cars next to you is because those cars and that wall are so close. You do realize that the Earth is spinning, the closest thing to look at.
Hold on. I'm not close
to the Earth. You're doing it again. The closest thing, again, you're not paying, okay, pay attention. Yeah, listen, just because you're literally not letting me say it.
To tell something.
What I'm saying right now is so simple. All you have to do is listen. Don't cut me off.
Your argument is
my argument is so.
Hey, one person at a time. Somebody mute.
Hold on, Sean.
One person talk, and then the other.
Everyone observes motion on this planet. We see the sky moving. Your perception is that the sky is moving, not the ground that you're standing on. But we see the sky moving all the time. So I don't know what you mean you don't perceive motion.
We're talking about two different things. One is motion, and we're not talking about. We should be talking about the acceleration. We feel acceleration.
Yes.
Right, you're correct there. But you're saying you don't perceive motion, but you can see the night sky moving every night. And our contention is that the night sky isn't moving, you're moving. Because the Earth is moving and you're standing on it. The night sky is standing still. You see that movement, you see that motion. Your contention is that the sky is moving. Our contention is that the ground is moving. How do you determine?
Okay, y'all are coming from a standpoint as if y'all trying to teach me. Like I don't know the fucking argument.
You don't.
Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I understand relativity, Sean.
Okay, then explain it to me. Then explain it.
You can't prove it.
Then explain it to me. Because I've also been explained the second law of thermodynamics to tell me that this is a closed system, and clearly, flat Earth has a very bad misunderstanding of these terms. How do I know? Because I had a bad understanding of it. How do I know? Because when I figured this out and I start looking into these things and I apply it to where we live, it doesn't make sense the way you're saying it. You're literally cutting me off. You're literally using half of the explanations to justify flat Earth.
It's just
what's the closed system?
Nothing you said right there is true. Nothing.
Really? Are you sure?
Well, actually, it is true because it's just common sense shit, Sean.
No, it's not. It obviously isn't.
Bullshit on a chalkboard.
I agree with that.
Okay. Okay. How about this?
Bro, it's common sense shit. You look at it and you can see what the fuck it is.
How about this? Seek. I want proof. The oceans are flat. Or I'm sorry, for you, all level, no globe, no curve. Prove to me that.
Are you really arguing that the waves, like the oceans?
Nope, I'm not arguing with you. We're not even going back and forth. I want proof because you keep telling me I need proof. You have shown none.
I think the one problem we do have is scale. When things are scaled down to our perspective or our scale, it's hard to imagine what it is in a larger scale.
Burden of proof.
Like when you look at the stars.
Burden of proof.
Are you saying that they're trying to draw part from the whole? Like, since he's saying he can have a small piece of water that he can observe as flat, that he's taking that and applying it to the whole? Because that's a fallacy, if you was wondering.
Hold on, wait. Say that again. Say
drawing. You're drawing part to the. You're drawing part from the whole. You're saying that since you have a part of it, you have water, and you have a small part of water, and it's flat. That all of the water is flat because you have that one part. That's a fallacy.
Yeah.
Can you prove to me otherwise?
I don't think it's a fallacy. I think that's a perfect example. That's how you.
No,
can you prove to me otherwise?
That's a fallacy of composition. I don't understand how you.
Harry, can you prove to me water at rest, bodies of water at rest, curving?
Well, just like I said, from what
With
we know of water,
or measure it.
Hold on a second. This is just I don't need to do an experiment. It's a logical conclusion.
Hold on. Do you deny that happens?
Hold on a second. From what we observe, water conforms, right,
to the shape of its container.
It conforms. If anything is acting upon it, you can take water and have a stream of water coming directly out of a stream, and if you hold a magnet up to it, that water will curve because there's a force
acting on that water.
So that is water conforming. That's something that we notice in reality.
Okay, so when I go to
if water conforms and gravity works as described, then water would then conform. That's the
making it flat, man. That's what it's doing. It's making it flat.
Gary, I got a question to ask you.
Sure.
So if gravity and it conforms to that ball, why do we got oceans that are 7.5 miles deep? How does that work?
That makes zero difference.
That's a lot of
makes zero difference. Where is the questions going to stop and some proof going to be shown? I've asked proof.
We've shown
10 times.
Proof. The water's flat.
You have not shown me proof. Show me proof. Show me proof.
You showed us proof. You showed us a jar of water.
Again. My new thing is I want proof. Every person here can rewind my stream right now. Rewind this stream and find me where you guys have showed proof for anything.
Exactly.
Show me proof. You have not shown me proof once. You've said it a dozen times.
Hold on. My proof is...
Again, no. Show it to me. I want you to show it. Period.
My proof is general knowledge.
No, that's not proof. That is not proof. Not proof. Nope, not letting it slide. Not letting it slide. Not letting it slide. That is not proof.
Hold on. Just answer.
No, you are dodging.
So you're not going to answer my
question. You're dodging, seek and find. You're dodging. I want proof.
Really? Okay, so answer the question.
I have used your
mathematical. You denied that fact.
Everybody in my chat right now, if you do not see clearly how he's dodging, proving something, I have lost. It is no point in being here.
You want me to show you a swimming pool?
I want you to prove what you're saying and stop asking me to show you. You said that 1,000 times.
So you want me to show you a picture of a swimming pool at rest? That's what you want me to show you.
Because every time I start talking, I get cut off. And I've tried to explain these things a dozen times.
It's not flat on the top. That's the problem.
Again,
you can't do that.
Okay, are you going to show me? Are you going to prove to me it's flat or not?
I'd mute him if you can't answer.
That's all I want. I want proof of flat Earth now. I'm done with the globe doesn't work here. The globe doesn't work here.
Knowledge
there you go.
Water seeks and finds its own level.
Again, here's the thing. You're not. I'm not trying to teach you. You're teaching me and showing me your evidence for your claim.
Pull what you just pulled up with the jar and the water in it. That's my proof.
That's proof that there's no curvature.
It's proof that
water's level.
I want proof there is no curvature.
That it's in, and it lies flat.
And remember, you told me I can't downscale my experiments. I don't know why.
You wanna. I mean, if y'all want to change the topic, because
I'm not changing any topic. This is your topic. You are. I'm gonna mute myself, and I'm just gonna wait. I'm gonna wait. No, we haven't. No, we have not.
We're not going.
I'm going to mute my mic.
We can agree to disagree.
I want someone to prove it to me what you're saying.
Motion of the Earth.
No, let's go back. We're going back. Nope, we're going back. We're going back to the ocean. Seek and find is now going to prove his claim.
It's simple. Show us your glass of water.
Again, I'm not showing anything. I've made it very clear. I'm not showing and I'm not proving anything. You need to prove to me.
If you turn that around, that jar around, guess what? It'll be level. Every angle you turn it, it'll stay level.
Not if the table's not level.
If you take that jar of water and you got it holding up right like a mason jar, like you're going to take a hit off of it, and there's moonshine, right? And there's a lid on it. And you decide you turn it around slowly in your hand, end for end, that water will stay level in that jar as you're turning it. That's because water's natural, the properties of water, it seeks and finds its level.
Here's the thing.
Water conforms. It doesn't seek and find it level.
Hang on, Gary. Hang on. Here's the thing.
Everybody, that container, but
stop.
It's still level.
Hang on, stop. Because here's the problem.
Still flat.
You guys are trying to explain something right now, and you're not even explaining it correctly, let alone proving like I've asked. I want proof. I don't want to be told anymore. I've told you guys things, and Seek and Find is not happy with any of it.
Besides your jar of water, show us your waterfalls again, and we'll show you water seeking its level. And eventually that water will end up in the ocean, and it's going to be fucking flat.
I'll show you right now. I'll show you that glass of water one more time.
Show me your waterfalls, too. That you're proving our point. That's what water's doing, seeking its level.
All right, here's your prove the Earth doesn't have a curve now. Go ahead. You wanted to show it. Now prove to me that we don't live on a spinning ball.
Sean, man, what you doing, man?
This is what you wanted to see, right? I tried to explain stuff to you, and you cut me off and not let me explain it.
Yeah, you get some grainy
large bodies of water.
What is this, man?
What the hell does... Wait. What does the cleanliness of that water have to do with proving whether we live on a curve or not?
Oh, man.
Because we know the physical properties of water, and it lies flat at rest.
Okay, again.
And it has to be contained. And it must be contained.
I'm going to let you guys know right now. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to take this clip out of this live stream, and I'm going to upload it a dozen times, because here's the thing. You told me to pull this up to prove that we live on a flat Earth. Now prove we live on a flat Earth. Prove all oceans are flat. Prove something. Don't ask me any more questions. Prove a point now.
Hey, check this out. I cannot prove the Earth is flat, but I can damn sure prove water
At
is
least
level.
You know what?
Thank you. Level
Thank you.
It's flat.
Thank you. I appreciate your honesty.
When we see water without gravity,
and again, water
sphere, it doesn't lie flat.
Yeah, you keep saying flat, and it's not.
What's not flat? Water's flat.
Okay, you guys, you're understanding. Clearly, you're understanding. Hang on, stop. Clearly, your understanding of these topics aren't to par enough to prove them. You understand that, right?
Well, see, you can't prove bendy water, and therefore we don't believe.
I can't prove bendy water. Yeah, I get it.
Doesn't conform to the outside of anything. It conforms to the inside. It must be contained.
It must be contained. Are you sure about that? Okay, then why are raindrops? Why are raindrops raindrops?
Download this a million times.
Why are raindrops shaped the way they are then? What is containing those?
Because it's a fucking raindrop. Guess what?
Because it's a raindrop.
Tears will do.
Hang on.
In a jar, they'll be level.
Because it's a raindrop is why it's a raindrop. Do you understand?
If you had a glass of raindrops, it would lie level in that jar.
Okay.
Yeah, and the raindrop has obvious force.
The raindrop is just
you're moving the goalpost again.
What force is acting upon it?
The drift from the air.
Thank you, Terry. Again,
why would it make
you guys stop? Hang on, because every time I try to say this, you guys cut me off. So I'm going to mute, and you guys can unmute when I'm done, because I need to say this. I need proof. It is time to start having proofs of flat Earth. Not, it's flat, water is always level. Prove that. Because I can prove it doesn't by going to the ocean and having my horizon be at a certain distance and knowing that my horizon is the Earth going over or curving. I know that. How do I know that? Okay. If it's not true, prove it.
Sean.
No, stop again. I just want proofs now. I don't want to go back and forth. I want flat Earth
think
proof.
About what you just said. You just
But
said that.
John, you won't be quiet long enough for anybody to say anything.
Okay, look here. I'm gonna mute myself. I want proofs. Don't ask me any questions. I want you guys to be proving it now.
No, I want you to clarify what you just said. You just said the horizon is there only because of the curve.
Yes, that horizon is the curve. You can't see over the curve. That's why there's a horizon.
There, because that's just as far as you can see, man. You can't see any further.
If that horizon,
then why at the beach
if you pull up something more powerful, like a telescope
guys,
or something, then you can see further.
Hey guys, I'm gonna mute myself. Show me some proof.
Hey, Seek and Find, let me talk first, if you don't mind. Sean, when you see a ship out in the ocean and that thing's bobbing along, and all of a sudden you think, oh, it disappeared out there because you vanished from your eyes. You say, oh, it must have went over. Y'all are thinking it went over the curve, but you pull up a camera, a powerful camera or a telescope or something like the binoculars, and you can look and you can pick it right back up. It didn't go over anything. Then if you lose it again and you get into something more powerful, guess what? You can likely see it again if the density of the atmosphere ain't got you too fucked up. And that's stuff coming off the water, stuff in the air. There's a vanishing point. You're just not going to see, but it is flat, bro. That's just the physical properties of water. Now, you say, well, and so that right there points more to a flat Earth to me than any globe, because I cannot believe, because like you showed in your waterfalls, okay, your waterfalls, that is it right there, man. That's proof. That water's seeking its lowest level. Eventually, that's going to end up in the ocean, and it's going to be flat, and it must be contained. So there's your theory of a goddamn ice wall and all that shit. I know some people like it. I don't know about the ice wall. I don't know about the ice wall, but I know the water's contained. Somewhere it's contained. Now, all it would take, you don't have to go find the fucking, then you know what? If you did that circumnavigation of the Antarctic and did it legitimate, then we would know. Then we would know. If you started at one point, went all the way around point A, and come all the way back to point A, and you measured it, then you would know. But we're not allowed to do that. That's all I can say about the flat water, man.
So you can find. You ready? Go ahead.
I mean, I'm really at a loss for words, man. I can't lie, because it's kind of crazy to me that like you're asking me for proof, but this is something that all of us universally know.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead. My bad.
We all universally know this as a fact, man. Water seeks and finds its own level when it's in a container, and at rest, it'll be flat on the top. You asking me to show you proof of that is tantamount to me just showing you a swimming pool at rest. If you really want me to pull that up for you, then I will, Sean, but that's my proof. Can you show me it doing something otherwise, like curving just a little bit? If it's curving a little bit, show it to me. And don't tell me that surface tension on a jar is curvature. I'm gonna laugh at that.
All right. One.
Yeah, you showed.
Okay, my turn. I literally let you guys. One,
all good.
I was not shown any proof. Two, I wasn't even explained how it works as proof. This right here is proof of curvature. How?
That's a lie.
Okay. Now, you guys said if I go to the beach and I zoom in on a boat or if I see a boat like that and I zoom in, we'll see the whole thing again. Is that that's what you said, right?
Oh, okay. You will to a point,
right now,
and then eventually it will disappear from the bottom up. But that's compression and atmospheric density.
Okay.
That is
now the last.
I wouldn't
again, I gave you guys I gave you the floor. Why can I not get the floor? I gave you the floor. Can I get the floor? I've given you guys the floor. I've given you.
You won't do it.
I gave you the floor. Do I get it now? Because I can show you what I'm talking about now.
I'm muted.
Okay. When you're done, and I'm going to mute too when you're finished, and I want you to pull up this video. I can pull it up, but I don't know if I can get sound over it. It's about atmospheric compression, and is directly related to what we're looking at right there. So I'll let you have the floor, man. Peace.
All right, give me 1 second. I'm going to pull it up right now.
Why is no one speaking? What happened?
I'm finding something right now. You go ahead. Go ahead, Gary.
Oh, well, I was going to say you mentioned the vanishing point. The vanishing point is when an object reaches its smallest resolution, angular resolution. It gets smaller. The vanishing point never speaks to what you don't see, so it would never speak to an obstruction.
All right, real quick, let me get this out. So, you guys presented this to us a couple streams ago. You used this as an example. No, hang on. Again. No, because you guys brought it up. Again, these things are recorded. This is
actually a terrible picture.
Here's the thing.
And you pulled it up.
Now, here's the thing.
You pulled it up.
The reason the hallway looks as it does is because it's a flat, long hallway. The reason that the roof appears to be shrinking is because it's flat and long. That's what.
Is that picture centered, Sean? Is that a centered picture?
I'm not there.
Would you call that centered?
I would call it pretty damn close.
Just looking at it, honestly, I'm asking you to.
Yes, I think it's pretty damn close.
Okay, well.
So what's the point? Keep going, Sean.
Now, the reason, if it was flat and it disappeared as you guys say it does, where it's not going over a curve, that view you're looking at down that hallway is what the boat should be doing. You should be losing it from the top. I don't know how, but you will always see the bottom because it's flat. Now, if the ground is on a curve going down, very obviously you're going to lose something over the curve. Now, can you show me this?
How far is that guy away? How far is he away?
I don't know.
Yes.
40 feet?
A couple feet, maybe. Yeah. Now, you're telling me I'm going to lose him before, like a boat going miles away from me?
Miles? How far? Okay, how far is the horizon? How far is that horizon then? Do you know?
Sean,
Yeah, do you know?
What horizon?
When you go to the
beach,
horizon
is it's a false horizon. It is the limit of your eyes over an angle. Yes.
So at 6 feet tall, you're as an observer, and you're looking over out in the ocean. How far away is the horizon?
It's a couple feet away, man.
How far is the horizon?
Angle, it's not a center.
It's pretty simple. How far is the horizon? How far is the horizon?
How far is the horizon?
Yeah, if you're standing on the beach, you're 6 feet tall, how far away is the horizon out in the ocean?
I think what they tell us it is 3 miles. Like you got a 3 mile limitation.
No, see,
radius.
Here's the thing. It's not what they tell us. It's what we observe. It's 3.5 miles at 6 feet. Now, if you go higher, you get more. If you go lower, you get less. Regardless, it's there.
But if I'm on a ball and I'm observing curvature as I rise, it should keep dropping.
It does.
It shouldn't rise.
That's why the boat. That's why the boat disappears and you don't see it again.
Wait, if I'm seeing that boat go over a curve, and I start rising from that point, Sean, I should see that continue to happen.
Yep, you will see more boat. The higher you go, the further you'll be able to see. Why? Because you're able to see over the curve that you weren't able to see 6 feet tall on the beach.
So if you rise up from a curved surface, like if I'm standing on a ball, no matter how big it is, as I start rising, what is the horizon going to do?
Well, if you're on Earth and you rise.
Wait.
No, time out. Hang on. Wait. So if you rise, you explain to me what happens. I want to see if you know.
If I'm on a ball and I start rising, the horizon is going to drop.
Okay. What will it do on flat Earth?
You're expecting us to say it'll rise up with you. But the thing is it won't rise up with you. All it does when you rise up,
your eyes have a limitation.
Is you can see further away. That's what happens. It gives the illusion that it's rising up to meet you, but it isn't. You're just seeing further away.
Light has
but
been.
If it was a globe,
you're seeing a little bend at the end of your perspective.
You would have to definitely look down.
It's just the light bending a little bit, slightly. You're not on a ball.
Wait, okay. You realize that you both just gave zero explanation for it, right?
My fault. I'm muting.
You guys aren't giving explanations for how these things work because they're not what we observe. But the part that I'm having really big trouble is that you're not only not proving anything, You're literally just kind of just talking over having to do so.
I totally just told you some proof. I said
no, I don't. I told you proof.
The horizon is not rising up with you.
I told you proof.
You are just being further away. It's
okay.
Like if you're on a ladder.
So if you're 20,000 feet,
you see the sunset, and then you climb the ladder, you see the sunset again, right? You've heard that before. Go up an elevator, see the sunset again.
Absolutely.
Right? Mm-hmm. That's because you can see further away.
Why?
That's all. Because you're higher. You're looking through less dense atmosphere.
No, see, that's the thing. Okay, so if I'm at, we'll say, 2,200 feet in the mountains, how far can I see?
Well, further than you could if you're at 100 feet, if you're at sea level.
Exactly.
Okay. Now,
a whole lot further because you're looking through less dense atmosphere. You know, the atmosphere is layered like about, I don't know. I think 7 different layers. The stratosphere.
Let me get this straight. So let me get this straight. You believe that, let's just pretend for you guys that we live on a ball. What do you think is going to happen once you gain altitude? Because you just explained exactly how we know there's curve. The higher you go, the more you see.
You don't have to look down when you're looking across a flat Earth to see further away. On a globe,
wait. Why?
When you rose up, you would have to look down to see it. Because it would be falling away from you. The horizon would be falling away from you.
Falling away.
That's right, because you're on a globe. You're on this ball.
Well, the problem is that, like, and this is, you've done this a few times now. You're explaining exactly what we observe. It does not work for flat Earth.
Further we can see, but we don't have to look down to see it. We can still look across and just see it. On a globe, you couldn't look across to see it. You would have to look down.
I know you've seen like the high altitude balloons. Even if it was, the horizon would need to drop away from you if you're on a ball. It's just not happening, Sean. It doesn't.
Hang on. So you do realize that, like, when you gain altitude, and then, like, say, for instance, in a plane, you do realize that you're at the same altitude. So that's why it doesn't work that way. You get that? Like, there's a slight change in it, but it is where the horizon doesn't do these magical things you're thinking they do. Because remember, if it was a flat Earth, you do realize that you would then not be able to see, or you'd be able to see much further than we can now. You understand that?
Nope, I don't understand it, because there are effects going on, not only in the atmosphere.
What effects?
But with.
Here's the problem.
You can't see. I mean, do you agree that there are molecules in the air? You can't.
Atmosphere. Oh, yeah, you're right. 100% agree. You're right.
Well, there's going to be a limitation there. You can't see. You can't stand on an island and see an island. It's going to be a limitation. It's going to depend on the weather and effects that's going on. You know this, Sean.
Okay. Now here's the thing.
You don't have to go through the minutia.
Okay.
Of these
now you ready? Ready for this? Ready for this? Here's the thing. Here's the thing. Okay. Here's the thing.
You showing me curvature
here?
Of water.
No. First of all, you're not getting any proof out of me. You guys have not shown any proof, and that's the problem.
I don't need to show you proof.
You do. You 100% do.
Okay.
Wait. So seek and find. Are you telling me you don't have to find proof to show your claim? You don't, right? That's what you're saying?
On. You know what we're saying? This is what we're saying, Sean. Is you guys got this globe head start on us. So you've got all this.
Oh nope, no, I don't want to hear that. I don't want this pseudo. There are things we can observe that don't need scientists to do it. Because I let you guys finish, and you guys aren't doing anything different than you were 10 minutes ago. I want some proof.
Make a point.
Show me proof. I was a.
What is it you want proof of?
You do understand? I was a flat earther for two. Listen, I was a flat.
You cannot believe that
was a flat. No, here's the thing. I was a flat earther for 2 years. I get why you think the way you do. The problem is I also know.
You cannot prove water sticks to the exterior of an object.
Okay, hey, Gary, go ahead, man. I need to.
Gravity. Everything you have is a theory.
And everything you guys have is a sentence. There's no proof.
It's a theory.
Go ahead, Gary. You guys, like, it's literally you're. Hang on. I think Gary's sleeping.
That's good. That's good. Gary, anyway.
Just like
Your
to,
globe is
just like
dead
to
anyway,
announce
bro.
quietly to the live stream that through the discussion, Gary has fallen asleep. I think that takes precedent to this discussion. Everyone, this is Gary sleeping.
Yeah, I mean, you want me to pull up like the Bolivia salt flats and let you look at that like nice reflection? And I know you probably seen before. I mean,
why does it do that?
Kind of proof,
why does it do that?
What kind of proof do you
Why
want?
does it? Okay, here's the thing. Here's the thing. Stop. Because here's the thing that I'm not going to let go anymore. You say something and you don't show proof. I can play back 3 live streams now where you have not shown me proof.
Hey man, guess what? I got a beer in my hand.
Let me pick a beer
in my hand, and I'm gonna open it up.
Let me cherry pick a picture real quick that I really like.
I'm gonna paint a picture. I got a beer in my hand. I'm gonna open it up
and understand.
And then I'm gonna pour some on the floor. But right now, it's contained in this container. Now, if I set it on a table,
is that a closed system?
Inside this beer can is gonna be level.
Is it a closed system?
If I pour some out on the floor, it's gonna puddle up, and then guess what? It's gonna be level when it gets contained.
Before you open that, was that a closed system?
As far as I would know, it was a closed system for the beer.
So you don't understand how open closed system.
I know what you're saying. If light can get in there or whatever.
These are the arguments that I was dealt with.
Yeah, it's a closed system.
It's not closed. That's the problem. Now, seek and find. Explain to me why that happens. Because that's not water. You understand that, right? You understand that's not water, right?
No, it's beer.
I wish.
It's beer.
Seek and find. That glossy, nice layer that you're looking at, what is that?
I don't see it. What are we looking at?
I thought I presented to everybody. Hang on.
I got it.
There we go. So, seek and find. What makes that effect?
Looks like a perfect reflection of flatness to me.
But what makes that reflection?
Enlighten me, Sean. If it's not water, if it's not atmospheric effects in water, what is it?
Salt.
Okay, so it's a salt flat, right?
Yep. That's not water. That's salt.
Okay, so
what are you looking at that's level? That's just a mirror. I can put a mirror anywhere. That doesn't show level.
Okay, so you see those mountain ranges in the background? You know how big mountains are, right?
Absolutely.
Okay, so
you understand that if it was flat,
so you on a curving surface.
Again, you're proving it's a globe. Want to know how I know? Because if that mountain, matter of fact, this is exactly why when people take these pictures, they are supposed to point out a location. So if we knew what mountain that was, I promise you that mountain is not 18 feet tall. And I say 18 feet tall because the people that are standing in front of it are about average 6 feet.
Yeah, but if you do the math, I'll bet you that you're seeing it just the way you should.
Yep, on a globe.
Do the math, it don't work out. I bet it don't work out. I bet you ain't supposed to see none of it.
Okay.
You do the math. How far away is that?
Look at how beautiful that is, man.
Ain't that perfect?
So it being beautiful means it's flat. It's a flat Earth, right? That's proof.
As far as I'm concerned, it is.
Because I want you to understand something. Those mountains are at least 10,000 feet, which you do not see.
How far away are they, man? How far away are they?
I don't know. I don't even know where this picture is being taken at. That's
why.
Well,
then, geez, man, how do you know they're 10,000 feet? If
okay.
You don't even know where the picture
perfect.
That don't make it terrible, goddamn.
That's perfect because check this out. Because check this out. I have an image. Remember, the infrared guy, the infrared pictures that guy was taking of Malibu to Palm Springs area. Remember that guy? Well, I have images from him, and if what you guys are saying is correct, and that is how it works, you need to do me a favor and explain this. So, what you're looking at right now is that guy's picture, that guy's snippet from that guy's uploads. That is Mount San Isidro. It is 10,800 feet tall. Are you telling me you see 10,000 feet, 10,800 feet worth of mountain right there? Is that what you're saying?
How far away is that?
123 miles from Malibu.
Well, you know what? Have you done the math on that?
Yes, I have.
And how much are you supposed to lose?
You're not seeing about 4,000 feet. The numbers are right there. Look, see that 8,316?
Okay, gotcha.
That's how much mountain you're looking at right now.
And that's at that point though. That arrow, it goes higher than that though.
No. That's my top yellow line is at the summit of that mountain. Now, the point you're seeing.
Well, you see what
the arrow?
This here proves.
See the arrow?
Did you read the yellow text down here on the right hand side?
Mm-hmm.
It says Mount Peel should be here for curved earth.
Yeah. See, here's the thing. That's his stuff. The numbers are mine. Now I'm going to explain to you because I can actually explain my observation to show you exactly how it works. Oh, okay. Look. Okay. Do you want me to Google the elevation of that mountain? Because I can do it right now. Do you want me to go back to this video where he says he's 123 miles?
How you think this proves a globe Earth? I don't know.
I'm literally trying to do that right now.
You think it proves it?
Literally trying to do that right now. Okay. The height of that mountain, the height of that yellow line that's on the bottom where that arrow pointing down goes to, that alone shows curvature. And you ready for the reason why? Because that city you're looking at, the highest elevation of that area you're looking at of the city, the buildings, ready? 800 feet. So how is 800 feet blocking 3,810 feet if there's no curve?
Perspective.
No. Perspective does not. Okay, here we go.
Why not?
Perspective does not do that. It does not.
I don't even know. Like I said, I don't know nothing about this picture. First time seeing
ready?
it. I don't know nothing about this picture.
Write this down.
I know
the mountain is San Isidro. The mountain is San Isidro. The observation point is 150 feet in elevation. He's at Point Doom in Malibu. It's at a very point right off the 1 in LA County. 123 miles away is the San Jacinto Mountain. I've already given you the elevation of its top elevation. The city you are looking at is Norwalk. So now you know the direction and everything. I've given you all the information that guy has given you guys that think that's flat Earth to show you it's not.
You know what's funny to me? Like I said, I don't know nothing about this picture. It looks kind of skeptical to me. I would be skeptical of it just viewing it.
How about this?
Just off a real perspective. Anyway, hold on. But instead of you practically showing me with experiment, water curving, something like that, you have to go to an observation. I don't know who the hell took that picture, and I don't care. It's crazy to me that y'all have to go to these, and if it's not that observation, Sean G, it's an observation of the sky. We are standing.
What are you showing for flat Earth? What are you? Okay, so you're telling me I show you stuff.
You showed me a picture. I just showed you a picture.
I've been showing you evidence all day. Every time we stream, I've shown you stuff. Every time we stream,
you're going to use the practically think about this, man.
No, if that's what you want to do, then let's really do that. Okay?
Who's really denying here? Are you denying?
No, you're denying that the facts that I'm giving you are correct. That's what's happening. You're not showing anything. There's nothing for me. You can't deny anything because you haven't shown anything.
I just showed you the Bolivia salt flats.
For one, you were unaware of what made that. Do you not understand that you showed me something that you weren't sure even how it happened? 2, you showed me mountains in the distance, and I just showed you a reference to exactly how I know that is not true for the picture you showed as well.
You to tell me that was a salt flat, and I typed it in.
I know it's a salt flat. I also know why. I also know why it does that. And I also know the mountains in the distance aren't little molehills. I know they're a lot taller than that. And you want to know what? I'll even show you exactly how I know that. I'll show you.
Angular perspective, you don't agree. You don't agree with things shrinking as they get. You said 123 miles, and you expecting to see that mountain as what? Not a molehill?
Here's the best part. Here's the best part. You can go do your curve calculator stuff, and guess what will happen?
Curve calculator.
It will show. Listen, ready for this? It will show in a range of what I got.
Curve calculator. I laugh when I hear it.
You can laugh all you want, because all I'm getting right now is that you have a belief with no proof, no evidence, nothing but what you believe it to be.
Newsflash, Sean. So do you.
No, I'm showing you. I can explain.
You don't have
I
a
can
belief?
explain it. I can show it to you. It can be demonstrated over and over again.
The only difference between your belief and what we know is that we know water lies flat at rest.
Okay.
And like your
Again,
waterfall
show me.
your jar showed us.
Show me. Hey, show me it.
When it's moving,
Show
it's
me.
at its lowest level.
Show me.
And when it's in a jar like you had it, and
Show me.
and it's sitting on a table, it's
Can
level.
somebody show me?
Showed us.
I am showing you. I've constantly showed you stuff. I'm constantly showing you exactly what I'm saying, and you guys are not showing anything. You guys are not explaining anything. You're not doing anything but diverting from answering to ask me a question. This is recorded. It's not like I'm bullshitting.
I don't care that it's recorded. See, you want us to prove something. You can't prove your shit. You can't prove this motherfucker's moving at 66,000.
Okay, fine. You're right. Fine. Show me some evidence for it then.
That it ain't moving 18.5 miles a second? Does it feel like it?
Well, we've already explained that. Do you understand acceleration?
I know you
Do
have.
you acceleration? Do you understand velocity? Do you understand velocity? Do you understand acceleration? Do you understand it?
Yes, I do. And you know what? If you make a right-hand turn or a left-hand turn, you're going to feel it.
Yeah.
You're going to know.
Now, name how many times we've said Earth does that.
You might not feel
it. See, you're doing it again. You're doing it again. You say you understand it, but you clearly don't. Let me make this very clear. You feel the only way. Okay. Can you feel speed?
Hey,
I just told you, man.
No, you guys are doing it again. You're doing it again. You're doing it again. Can you feel speed? That's all I ask. Can you feel speed?
You talk about velocity, but
can
talk
you
about
feel? Don't say flat water. I don't want to hear it. You're not showing me anything. I'm asking you a question because I need to find out if you understand what you're saying. Do you understand the difference between? Can you feel speed? That's what I want to know.
If I was moving at a constant speed in a vacuum, maybe I wouldn't feel.
Okay, can you feel speed? Because you don't need to be in a vacuum. Can you feel?
But do you understand what you're saying?
Can you feel speed? I know exactly what I'm saying. I hear myself. I'm repeating it. I know the answer.
And I wouldn't feel it.
Again,
but you couldn't. Okay.
Can you feel speed? That's all I asked. I don't need an explanation for stuff.
No, you can feel acceleration. You can't feel speed.
Thank you. Thank you. The Earth isn't accelerating. That's why you don't feel it. The Earth is not the Earth is not accelerating. That's why.
Okay, but if you're moving at one speed, say 50 miles an hour, and you make and you decide.
Don't say right or left turn. The Earth does not do that.
You're gonna make a right or left turn.
The Earth doesn't do that. Does the Earth do that? Does Earth do that?
You would feel that
Who has ever in their life said Earth makes left or right turns? Who ever said that?
A person on Earth walking and making a right or a left-hand turn, going to the goddamn store.
Okay.
They would feel that the Earth was moving.
No. The Earth is not accelerating. So how? You just said it. You don't feel speed. You feel acceleration. If Earth isn't accelerating,
if you were at a constant speed, what I'm saying to you.
Okay. How about this? Just answer the question.
I'm fucking trying to answer it, but you won't be quiet.
I'm asking it. You're answering it. How are you answering if you can't even hear me? You've already said it. You said it already.
You won't listen.
Go ahead.
I answer.
You won't listen.
Go ahead.
Yes, you feel acceleration when it comes to a constant speed. Yeah, you ain't gonna feel it, but if you make a right or a left hand
again,
turn,
okay, nope, goalpost. Again, what does a left or right turn have to do with? Do you feel speed? No, you only feel acceleration.
If you're walking, say along the equator on the Earth, and the Earth is moving, and you make a right hand turn or a left hand turn, then it would throw you off.
Okay, literally, you're literally. You don't understand it. I don't understand how you can explain it and then not understand it. I don't get it. If you do not feel stop. No. If you do not feel if you do not feel speed, you only feel acceleration, then guess what? You don't feel the spin because it's not accelerating, and I don't care about left or right turns because Earth isn't making left or right turns.
Here's the problem, Sean.
No, it's not a problem. It's exactly how it is.
The Earth is not just doing one motion. It's not just rotating.
Is it accelerating? Is it no? I'm not holding on because you're not understanding. Is it accelerating? Is it accelerating? Is it accelerating? That's all I want to know.
I'm about to tell you how.
Oh, wait. You said yes. You said yes.
Yeah. Yes.
Go ahead.
We're going around the sun.
I'd love to hear this.
You explain to me how we're going orbitally around the sun and we're not accelerating or declining in speed while doing this orbital rotation around the sun. You tell me how that's going on.
What would do that? What would make it slow down? What would
What do
make
you
it
mean
speed
what
up?
would do that?
I'm very clear on my question. What would make Earth speed up? What would make Earth slow down?
So I'm to believe that not only is the spin, the rotation, these revolutions that's going on is constant. That's constant and it remains constant. No, you don't even know how this bit started up, okay? But it's remaining constant. And not only that, the rotation around the sun, the 66,000 mile an hour speed, that's constant too, and it's in an orbital path. It's in a like a oblate, like a what is it called? A oval shape. How can you make an oval shape without increasing speed and decreasing speed?
Not oval, sphere. 2, there
So
is
it's a perfect
okay.
circle
Okay,
around
you
the
don't.
sun.
Okay. If
That's
I'm gonna
not right,
if you're going to ask me something, let me finish because you've
You're
already.
wrong.
No. Here's the thing. You're wrong, and you don't even understand why you're wrong. Now I'm going to explain it. 1. There is no atmosphere to create friction to slow it down. 1.
Prove it. Prove that.
No.
Prove what you just
Again,
said.
I'm not
You can't,
proving a
right?
damn thing until you prove 1.
You
And
can't
wait,
prove what
better
you
yet,
said.
you better
That
yet.
sounds
You know what?
good, but you
You're
can't
right.
prove it.
You're right. I can prove it. Let me go to science, who has done it for me. Now, you have science that does it for you? No? Do you have anything that proves a flat Earth claim?
So you believe they landed
Again,
on the moon?
thank you. Thank you for diverting
Yeah.
again.
Hold
I'm
on,
breaking
no,
down
you
this damn
went to
live
the-
stream,
hold on,
and I'm going to
hold
show every flat
hold on.
earther how you guys do the same
they're gonna-
argument.
they're
I
gonna
did this
say
for
that.
2
You went
Listen,
to the
I
vacuum of
did this for
space,
2
but you
years.
can't prove it.
Guys, listen to me. I did this for 2 years. I was a flat earther. I know exactly what you're doing.
Man, Sean, you still a flat earther, man.
No.
You still are.
Guess what? I'm not. And you want to know
Yeah,
why?
you are.
Because the
Yeah, you
same broke argument you have right now is the same broke argument Bro Sanchez has used. The same broke argument Ranty uses. The same broke ass argument Nathan
the water's
uses.
flat. The water's
what?
flat as rag.
Congratulations.
Nobody-
Congratulations. You
That's
guys
a
have
water argument. That's a
you've
really
decided
shitty one, you
to
know?
have a sentence that makes 0 sense because you have nothing around it. What else? What else do you have?
Well, we don't have fucking water conforming to the outside of anything.
Prove
It's
it.
gotta be
Prove it.
Well, you showed us in your jar of water, man, that it must be contained or it's going to continue seeking its lowest level like your waterfall. So that's all I got to say, man. You showed us that
and
you're
going to
a
show. Are you also
You
going
showed
to?
body
No, I didn't.
bag.
No, I didn't.
Yeah.
And the fact that you guys are doing this irritates the fucking shit out of me. The fact that you guys don't understand. Okay, hang on. Okay, here's what's gonna happen.
we
I'm
know
done.
we got
I'm done. I'm
common
done
sense.
talking. I'm done talking. I'm
But I
done.
got-
We're done.
I
We're
got
done.
boiled
Listen, because I'm not doing this
potatoes.
anymore. I'm not doing this anymore. Check this the fuck out. I'm ending the stream, so I do not get any more irritated. But the
Why are
simple
you so
fact,
angry?
the simple fact that everyone here is literally acting like studying and observations. Fuck science. Just observations alone. You guys have taken it apart and you
That
made
is
up
what science is. Science is observation.
again. Okay, so do you believe in science or no?
Absolutely. I use the scientific
Perfect.
method.
Perfect. Then how the fuck are you telling me
It's just
that you
it's just-
that doesn't make sense?
observe.
How are you
it's
telling
just
me?
the shape of the earth. Eat a potato.
Okay, guys, I'm gonna end the stream. I'm
Don't
not.
get so angry.
We're not. Yeah, that's what I'm.
Potatoes.
I'm getting angry, and I don't want to be disrespectful because I like you guys. I love the shit out of you guys, except for P. Mars. He's an asshole. But other than that, I love you guys. I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to argue
I
because
love
there's a
potatoes.
problem with what's happening, and it's clear. It's very
Hey,
clear
man,
to me,
drink a beer, smoke a bowl.
guys.
It'll be all right.
I promise you, I'm going live at 7:30, and it won't be like this because I'm gonna go smoke as much as I can.
All right, peace,
Dr-
brother.
that's
Peace.
not,
This
drugs is not
this
the answer.
is exactly what every conversation needs to be like once it gets to this point. Just end it. We'll have another day to talk.
You good, brother?
And it's my fault because I am getting uppity. I know that. I love you guys. I do not want to hate you, and I don't want you hating me.
Stay flat, brother. We don't hate you at all, man.
Oh
It's
no,
cool.
no, I
Appreciate
know,
you
I
having
know,
us
I
on.
know. But I want to I wanted to catch myself and catch the stream before it got to that point.
Hey, look, man.
I'm gonna be on. Hang on, I'm gonna be on at 7:30. Much calmer. We're gonna look at that Beyond the Curve documentary because that's what we were supposed to do, and maybe we'll talk about this stuff again. But I would like to change the subject or go into how we know each situation. No proofs. I don't want to prove to prove globe. I don't want you guys to prove globe or flat. I just want to start breaking down science.
Okay, well, let's just break down the physical properties of water, man. It's real simple.
Okay, we'll do it all. We're going to do it all
Hey,
at
look,
7:30.
I just want to say, thank you, Sean. I know it gets heated, man.
Oh,
but
yeah.
I done got heated with some of my best of friends.
Oh, no.
Man.
The important part is right now.
And I done fought them, you know what I'm saying?
This is the important part.
Man, it happens.
Absolutely. I agree.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, this is the important part right here. The fact that
it's an important subject.
No. What's important is that we're cool. I want to stop before that happens. Before it gets stupid like other streams get.
Yeah,
we're not. Yeah, I want to look. I want to go smoke. I want to go smoke really bad.
Right on, brother. Well, I've been smoking, so everything's cool.
Well, I can't hear. Cause I have my son with me, so I can't smoke inside. So,
okay.
But so I do have to actually leave the area to do it. So, guys, 7:30. Please come back. We're not going to do the proof things anymore. If we do get into this subject, we'll do the breakdown of things.
I just want to build, bro.
Absolutely.
I don't even want to debate.
No, not debate. I'm not talking debate at all. But things work in a certain way, regardless of what we believe. Period.
Right, you're right.
And I want to get down to that stuff. Because when you do the proofs, obviously it's not going to work because trust me, I get it. You guys know you live on a flat earth. I get that. I was there. But I know I live on a globe. That's why this doesn't work. Like the setup like this of proofs, it's not going to work for either of us. But we can break down things.
No.
We can break down things and build on that.
The thing is, though, is it's like, but Sean, the reason why it won't work with us is because everything you have is a theory that's not been proven.
When I said us, I mean both sides. I'm not saying flat Earth. I'm saying both sides.
All the way down to the Big Bang. I mean, evolution. All this stuff that can't actually physically be proven. And that's where we have a problem with science.
And I agree.
It's like taken because the guys in white lab coats said it's true. It must be true because they got education.
Well, we'll touch into that stuff and we need to start breaking things down. I think that's both sides. I'm not saying here. I'm talking in general. Period. Globers, they really believe that they know enough that they shouldn't even have to hear flat Earth stuff. But the reality of it is I also know that there are whole phenomenons in the globe that flat Earth will use. But the issue isn't that. The issue is understanding. I did not understand, and I knew I didn't. That's why I am very open to the fact that we need to understand what we're even talking about. Both sides. Everybody. And go from there. So at 7:30, that's what we're going to do, guys. For now, I'm going to go ahead and end the stream. I'm going to end the hangout first, and then I'm going to say a couple of things. Don't worry. I'm not going to shit talk because I don't do that, but I have some things to say. And I'll see you guys at 7:30, I hope.
All right. Peace out to everybody in the chat, too. Whether you believe in the globe or flat, doesn't matter. We're all in the same fishbowl.
Absolutely. There's more important shit that matters. And for everybody here, I'm going to keep this hangout going and recording so we can get the smooth sounds of Gary snoring. It'll be fun. Anyway, so you can find, thank you, my friend. Liberate, thank you. Gary, when you wake up and hear this, you were sleeping for a long time. Ha ha ha. But thank you for being on my panel. Now let me get over here. Get to the YouTube page that I haven't looked at in forever. Guys, here's the issue. I fully believe that you run a narrative without an understanding. Everyone has to step back. I cannot continue on my argument believing they don't know, and they can't continue on their argument if I don't understand what they're saying. But the reality of it is, in my opinion, we need to get everyone on the same page of what's going on. Again, like I said at the very beginning, regardless of my belief, regardless of Seek and Find's belief, Eliminator, Sasha, anybody hearing this as right this second, Cigar, everybody. It does not matter what it is if we don't understand it, for one, right? For one. For two, If you don't know. If we can't do an experiment, why are we talking about it? If we can't explain a situation, why are we discussing it? If we can't stop ourselves when it gets heated and relax, what's the point? This should be a perfect example of what the situation is. I didn't have an understanding. I now understand a lot more than I did. Everyone else needs to get on the same page of understanding how things work. Because understanding how things work does not mean you're admitting flat or globe. But there are things that we can observe, things that happen, that no matter what, who believes what, says what, does not matter. It is what it is. So the arguing is ridiculous. Why? Because it is what it is. Neither argument is going to change it. But we see it. We can observe it, test it, do it again. Those are the things that need to happen. I don't care if you guys believe in gravity, curve, or nothing. But there are certain things that no matter what, it is the way it is. Forget this globe or rotating. Guess what? If you're not accelerating, not decelerating, your velocity is a constant, you do not feel it. You do not feel speed. The reason you do not feel speed is because you need to have changed directions or acceleration to feel that happening. That alone is a simple explanation. It's testable, provable, again and again. So we know for a fact. You stopped in a car, you stopped in a plane, you stopped in a space shuttle, you're sitting in space, it does not matter. If you're stopped, you start going, you will feel it. That's your acceleration. Once you get to a constant speed, constant velocity, that's it. You don't feel that. You don't feel anything but acceleration. Deceleration. Side to side. We all know. Not one flat earther can tell me they've heard anybody ever say, we rotate and turn left or right. So that's semantics. That's adding to the fire, purposely not answering. We're going to get into this stuff. I'm going to start breaking this stuff down. And again, like I told you guys, if a dumbass like me can break shit down, then there's no excuses. But here's the kicker to everything else. And I'm going to name out people because you guys are the ones really pushing this. Ranty, Nathan, Bro Sanchez, Bob, Jeranism, the Potato, whatever, you name it. If you are a content creator, you should put yourself on a pedestal higher than most. Why? Because you have people listening to you. And if you're not correct, we should hear, I apologize, this is what it is. Or, like my buddy just said right here, maybe you're not in it for truth. Maybe you're in it for, a narrative. Maybe, it seems kind of odd to me. We're all not geniuses. Even geniuses have to take a step back and say, hey, I fucked up. This is how it really is. But, how many times have you heard Nathan say I was wrong? Good question, right? Ranty, how many times have you said you were wrong? Red's rhetoric. Flat to flat earth. When have you guys said you were wrong? I can guarantee you one thing. Now, one of you people that are content creators are the smartest people on earth and know everything. So why aren't you correcting yourselves anymore? Why is everything you say gold? Maybe it's for that dollar. Think about that, people. if the people you're listening to only say what you want to hear, is that logically possible? That 300-400 people all agree with what one person's narrative is? That's a big question right there. That's what you got to look into, guys. It's time to open our eyes. Both sides have bullshitters. It's time to pull them out. Don't need them anymore. Period. What's the point? I don't know what the point. What is it? Because to me, it's bullshit. Peace out. See you guys later.
The hustle standing, flag no fail. Hold strong, people. Hold strong. Revolutionary, front line standing, solitary. Mind state, kinda scary. Take a deep breath. Take a deep breath and put me on the front line. 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 Hold strong. I'm battle tested. Hold strong. I'm battle tested. Hold strong. I'm battle tested. I'm battle tested. I'm battle tested. Hold strong. I'm battle tested. Hold strong. Follow me until the end. Follow me if you can. Heart beating faster. Don't forget to breathe and put me on the front line. Put me on the front line. Put me on the front line. Put me on the front